What? We're sending another team home.
Just like that.
We had the Rio Grand Final rematch. Turn the clock back a couple of years.
How far, huh?
How far exactly? 5.5 years ago.
Quite far.
Ninjas in Pajamas and SSG went head-to-head in the Grand Final in Montreal of the 6th Invitational, and SSG reverse swept NIP. The last time these teams actually played was 2 years ago in Atlanta, and SSG won that 2-0. One of them will go home now. Will it be the Brazilians at their first international event in God knows how long, or will it be the old tried and true North American SSG?
Yeah, SSG is a funky team because I feel like often when we go to international tournaments, we don't think, oh, they're gonna make the grand finals, they're gonna win all this stuff, but they always surprise us. Like they make it a little bit further, quarters, semis, whatever.
Solid top 8 team.
Solid top 8 team, yeah. But this event, I feel like we haven't thought about them at all because they're gonna keep doing that. They're gonna keep making top 8, of course. And somehow, when we forgot about them because we thought it's too early for them to exit, they find themselves on the brink of elimination.
I mean, plenty of differences between these two teams, but they also have a lot in common. Both former world champions on both sides. Pino from that old NIP SI winning roster, and Fultz on the SSG side. They played against each other when Fultz won SI20.
Hey, Benjamin won one
I guess Benja winning SI23 with G2, of course. Yeah, can't forget about him. But what's more than that, these guys also have something else in common. You know what it is, Nick?
What?
They both have played absolute shocking Siege so far.
That's not good.
NIP have won 4 rounds in 2 maps so far. They got 7-1'd by Weibo, and they got 7-3'd by W7.
They got 7-1 by Weibo.
Yeah, SSG got 7-1'd by BDS, and Wildcard 7-5'd by Wildcard.
Sheesh.
So it has been an absolutely shocking game so far, and a history so far between these teams yesterday.
You know what we have? Speaking of old times, SSG Rome.
There's no way.
On the base, I mean, it's not.
Sorry, are SSG doing an SSG Rome right
How
now?
How dare they do what they created?
Is it?
Well, granted, there's no must-mute combination, but what we're seeing right now, the whole idea of playing the basement roam game, and then with some people above the mute jammers to disrupt the drone work, that was known as the SSG roam way back when. And of course, nowadays we see a newer iteration. We're seeing the Scobos hiding in a strip club, no Mossy, but the mute. The Goyo canister stop a potential rush, for example. So it's many years later evolved, but that is where it originally came from. That was from the SSG boys.
Know how to do it, and of course now they're doing a modern interpretation with the Scopos, who is a great operator for going for that kind of a roam because you can get back to site very quickly. Jedano as well, great operator with the Goyo for SSG roams, because if you do go for a rush, you can of course delay that out. And it does seem to be a little bit of a rush tendency here with Cons, lowest rated player in the tournament, by the way. He's on that Monty, he's marching down Dirt Tunnel.
Bit of a tricky one. Gonna pop the Goyo canister, wait 20 seconds and keep moving forward, but there's a Clash rotated over in response. Now the Clash counters any shields in the 1v1. For the same reason that you can stop. He's in the side and he's dead.
All right, Hates. Okay. International debut for this guy, by the way. Not a good start for him.
Also, a lack of full commitment. I mean, Wizard was behind him and was like, you know what, I'm not gonna keep moving forward because he died, but like, what's the plan B now? You've gone out of dirt, you've given back up on blue, you're gonna reset the round effectively, but in a 4 versus 5, so you're worse for wear. I feel like a full commitment might have been better off. Still got Scobos around as well, can TP up or down. He's currently in the basement, but got Ashen up above. Oh, he just, wow, vaulting gets the kill, all right, just like that. SSG looking for more though. Ashen wants this fight and gets shut down from behind.
Nice job from Fantasy.
The TP is there though.
Yeah, Benjo's tempted. He's just using. Oh my god, Ashen in the old chat.
Like he died.
Never change, Ashen. Never change.
And they've missed it. Benji's TP'd into master bedroom upstairs and has an active flank. Now, NIP they have no clue this is happening. They know Scopus exists, but not where the shell was.
Oh, there's going to be a free kill, surely. I mean, Fantasy, he's on the main stairs, and he might get flanked here, especially now Cons is no longer watching for him. Benja would have heard that happen.
He's breaching.
He's actually going to try and prioritize the Monty. Takes him down, about to find a second as well. Good night, Fantasy. Wizard is going to have to conjure up some magic. 1v4, and it's not going to happen. See you later, Alligator. That is one way to kick it off, SSG style.
Absolutely explosive, decisive, bit of good pace there, some trash talk in the in-game chat in the very first round.
Doesn't get more iconic than that.
Ashen gets a 1-for-1 trade, and it's like, oh, get shit on. It's like, brother, you went 1-for-1. Benji got a 3-piece. Like, come on, dude.
How's it feel to see the Dane doing well?
Feels good.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I'll take it back. It would have been feeling better if he was playing for the EU team.
Yeah.
He's a Dane playing in North America, which is a bit of a fraud behavior.
Yeah. I mean, well, how does it feel to see not only Benja, the only Danish player at the pro level, playing in North America? Yeah, you've got Spoit, the only Swede in North America, and you've got Fabian, your old duo, and another Swede playing, or rather coaching for a North American team.
Yeah.
How the greats have fallen. And you're casting.
And I work APL. No one's actually in Europe. That's the thing. We're all
we did 2 days of EML.
We did do 2 days of EML, and we're casting in a European country for the major, Germany. So technically, we're still kind of here. It's one of those things where I don't know.
5 seconds remaining.
Imagine there was a world where Benja, Fabian, and Sport were on the same team. Fabian coaching the 2 rookie Scandinavians.
I heard a rumor that there was a new up-and-coming team which was actually looking to try and recruit Fabian, Spoit, and Benja. It was called Pengu Esports.
Okay.
I know you've been itching to return to 4. I had you for a second.
I was like, what have you heard? I was really thinking about it.
Dude,
okay,
I haven't had shit.
I'll tell you a fun fact. When Fabian and I first joined PSG 2 years ago and was unsure what roster we're going to keep, we did consider trying to pick up Benji Master. Yeah. Now there was no contract, there's no negotiation. I don't even know if
for PSG.
For PSG, yeah, and make your import roster, right? But then Fabian and I was like, right, we're taking over an APAC team and want to keep it APAC players and not do the whole import thing because that feels kind of bad.
At Elevate, at D+.
Well, you know, they've done their thing and they've gotten as far as they have, and PSG did their thing and they got as far as they did.
That's
beat
valid.
BDS one of the only teams now.
I mean, well, PSG got further than Elevate.
Well, PSG's not here, right? So there's that.
No.
But you know.
True. And we can't fault D+. They're doing
No, not at all. Just banter, right? But there was a very 1% chance that Fabian would have reunited with Benji Master on PSG if like all the mountains got moved and all the things happened.
That would have been pretty cool. Yeah, I do remember back in the day you texting. I remember being like, what are you texting there? He's like, oh, nothing, just talking to Fabian about some conniving little plans.
Just trying to figure out, you know, what we're gonna, pick up. The thing is, if you go back to the last 9 years of Siege Pro League, there are so many roster changes that almost happened that would have been like revolutionary that never did.
Can you spill some?
I mean, I can only speak for my own sake because I can't leak everything, right? But I was supposed to play for TSM instead of Chala.
Wow.
So when Gio joined and Pojo went to coach, it would have been me, Gio, Merc achieved, and Bolo.
That would have been a third SI win for you in SI Sweden, SI 22.
Well, perhaps he's...
Charla did win that with TSM.
Yeah, then I couldn't play, so Charla joined, and, you know, classic case of, you know, contracts and negotiations and orgs and all these things. And G2, they're not known to happily get rid of a good player to an enemy org because they're going to strengthen their opponents, right? But I pretty much told my team, I told Shaz, my coach, I was like, hey, Shaz, you should consider looking for a 5th player because there's a chance that I part ways with you guys. I did not. And then I retired.
Not exactly by choice.
Not exactly by choice, but no, I was kind of blocked there. It's okay. But that's like one of many. And I know there's so many, like, even back when I was a player on G2, you know, and we're trialing for Goga's spot when we benched him after North American event. What's it called? Rally Major, yeah, sorry, thank you. Rally Major, it was like, who do we pick up? And we made a list of like 10 players.
It was Cryin you tried first, right?
Cryin we tried first, and up with Cerbos.
Yeah.
We did trial other people as well. But what people don't know is like the other 7 players on the list that we never trialed. And there are names in there you go, on T2? No chance.
All right, hit me with some.
Nope.
Come on.
Okay, I can tell you one. One of them, way back for consideration, was Aces.
I was literally thinking about Aces because at the time he was one of the best fragging players
in Europe.
He's been kind of disgraced these days.
But there was a bit of Sussy Baka around him, and I was like, you know what? I feel like we should just steer clear just in case.
A good move.
Good move in hindsight for sure. But back then it was like, you know, you think of like who would make sense. A player that I always wanted to play with, but never had the chance in proper tier 1 was Hungry, and we trialed Hungry back in like. For Uno's spot, I think, way back when.
Yeah, I'm surprised that never happened because Hungry did have a stint on G2, if my memory serves.
After I left, yeah. So it was like the Hungry Yonka, I think Kanto Uno roster kayak.
Yeah, kayak.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. That was an interesting.
But we trialed Hungry, and it was his first time going from a German speaking to English. He was also sick. and he played like an absolute bot in trials. And I remember our entire team be like, yeah, this guy's just, I guess he's just not that good after all.
That's funny.
And then he didn't tell us he was sick. And he didn't tell us that it was his first English-speaking team. So he really had a hard pass.
And now you've played with him
now
at a LAN event with GK.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I told him this in person. I was like, Concrete, I always wanted to team with you. And I'm so happy I got to play Tier 2 finals because you are the kind of player that I would want in my team if I was a player still. Like the creativeness, the freedom and communication, the willingness to play out of the norm. Because he sees the box and he goes, I'm going to work outside that box every single time. And he said, you know what, Nick? I had the same thought. And we had a little giggle together. It was great. But no, there are so many small roster changes that never happened across all the regions that you'd be like, wow, how different that could have been.
Yeah. Looks like SSG are just getting back in. If you guys couldn't tell, we're just having a yarn because there's a little tech pause. We're getting everyone back.
You either get this or you get a break, so pick your choice, right?
I mean, yeah, we could throw it a break, but I mean, this is what we'd be talking about anyway off air. So.
Yeah, we may as well.
Or we'd be scrolling.
Yeah.
Get us off scrolling. We don't need to be scrolling anymore.
Scrolling's getting bad these days,
It's getting
man.
real bad.
Like, if I'm walking to the bathroom and the phone comes out of the pocket before I enter, I know it's bad. That's when I'm like, you know what? Keep it in the pocket.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. How nice would it be to have like a dumb phone? You know,
I thought about it, but then I thought I have a lot of work that depends on my phone. I kind of need it.
And then you're like, how do I get? Like, which train do I get to this place?
Exactly, all the small things. And it's like, you gotta pay, there's an email, there's a signature you gotta do, there's
we use Discord all the time for work,
exactly.
we use WhatsApp for work,
yeah.
we use Messenger for personal.
I couldn't do it with a dummy phone.
No.
I feel like just being better at discipline would get you the distance there.
Yeah, for sure.
We went on a good walk today, though.
We did.
That was our time off for the phone.
Are you taking any good pictures? I know I don't know if people know this. Surely people who follow you, especially on Instagram, would know this, but you're quite the photographer.
Oh, the camera does all the work. I just clicked the button. It's all the camera.
I mean, you did the work of buying the camera. How much did that set you back?
Too much. It was like you splurge. So getting into photography is like a lot of money up front for like the equipment, and then you're fine. But I mean, Stefan, our observer, got into it recently.
Yes, you guys are birding.
And I was like, so Stefan, how much did it cost? And he goes, yes. Yes, it cost.
Especially for the bird photography, because you need those big telephoto lenses.
Exactly.
See any good birds today?
No.
We saw some sheep.
You promised me the Mandarin dogs.
I did not promise you anything. You told me Stefan saw this special whatever bird, and I said, oh, I know how to get to the English garden. Yeah. I'll take you to the English garden.
And the dog wasn't there.
But I did. There were like 50 sheep. We saw 50.
A lot of sheep.
There's a lot of sheep. In the middle of the city, by the way.
What's it called when a sheep says the sound? It's not like a moo. Yeah, but like, is there a term for it?
A bat.
Is it just bah?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so the cow moves and the sheep bahs.
Baz, yeah.
That's weird.
Now you know Bar Black Sheep? Have you any wool?
What?
Yes. What? You don't know
I'm
this?
Danish. We do Danish things.
Wow. Hey, cultural moment there.
I think we're through though. I was just waiting to see if there was going to be a rehost again or not. But
No
I think
rehost.
we're actually into it, so time
Wonderful.
to sharpen up on the
Wunderbar.
siege. Wunderbar. Sehr gut, mein Freund. Ja, genau.
I used all my German.
I do the, hast du eine große panzerte Hose, mein Freund? Ja.
Yeah.
Ja. I heard a laughter from someone. Either someone heard or somebody timed it, I don't know.
All right, we're into it. SSG, first round on the docket. Yay. Love to see it.
Thoughts on seeing Clash half the rounds today across our series?
Dude does not mind that.
I feel like it's one of those, like, I don't mind the Clash, but it's not as exciting as like a Munti. Now we're seeing both in this round, but I don't know, it just feels a little bit unfair.
Playing it in my eyes.
Oh, the ace trick. So this is like the Maverick trick. You do top and bottom part, and it'll become soft. Oh, you got jammed.
Yeah,
There's a
unfortunately, the second one's not.
Well, that's awkward, because now you got a giant hole up top on the rappel ankle, and you can't work with that. But it's fine, they brought EMPs and Munti, right? Nope.
No.
It's fine because they brought Thatcher, right? Nope.
No, how is he going to get rid of it?
He can't.
He's not going to get an angle. If
you literally need to rotate Fantasy's grenade to get it. It was not worth it, by the way.
Oh,
he got it.
Eventually.
Oh, Catwalk Rafters, I guess. No, did I don't know, he got it. I actually have no idea.
It's some magic, apparently. Speaking of nades, oh, that's going to hurt. Bonk. That's not what the doctor ordered. Smack that mirror, though. Deny the line of sight. Fantasy's going to see the clash. Meanwhile, Hates has fallen. I don't know where he was playing, but he's taken out very early on. Not a good look for the new player on NIP.
Oh, bad start for sure. And this feels like a bit of a lackluster attack. They're just in connector, can't quite reach the wall just yet. And then they have the ace of Pino still by that main CC breach. And there's no pressure being applied. No one's below, no one's attacking Garage. SSG know this. They know where all the attackers are currently, just waiting for the next step. We see Cons now with the Monty, Solo, and Garrett's Calrafters, but he shouldn't get this kill ever.
No, there's no way. Come on.
Got diffuser
give it your all, but you are 100% going to lose this.
Kill.
Oh, J90 gets deleted. He's toyed with, but Cons gets the better of him. Sees the player down below.
Oh, I don't like this.
Retreats on back. Bencher's also caught out of position. And
this is awkward.
Feels like Cons has an inkling. And now that Fault's, the clash has fallen on side, it becomes very dismal now for NIP. They have a good read on the player going for the flank. With Cons down on the floor. Needs to get picked on up again.
What
the Nitro Cell from way downtown. Amidst the whole kerfuffle up on the bomb site, Benja rotates and finishes things in style.
That is such a confusing round. So the default cam in Garage is shot very late by the Monty. Monty had diffuser, Solo Catwalk should have never gotten a kill first of all. But secondly, Monty looks back, shoots default cam, turns his eyes to the side. Benja flanks, injures C4, perfect, and an NIP tactical timeout so early.
A gente não tá esquecendo o quê? A gente abriu o server bugado. O server não tava aberto, tá ligado? Porque você não foi lá abrir.
Eu abri o outro lado, deu pra abrir.
Lembra que não, beleza, mas pra gente comer por ali, ficaria ruim, entendeu? E lembra que eram os dois pelo server.
Sim, isso mesmo.
Lembra? Então, mano, vamos voltar a lembrar das ideias e, mano, melhorar aqui nas comp. A gente não precisa de tanto com o Zé, porque os adbits estão open, então a gente só precisa trazer EMP. Pra gente não ter que ficar gastando HE no Jammer, entendeu? Então, mano, volta, tá ligado? E outra coisa, mano, nesse mid-round, mano, só fica off, velho. Porque, por exemplo, agora o plano daria muito certo, tá ligado?
Fechou.
Só que a gente tomou a kill.
Beleza, fechou. Vamos aí.
Entendeu? Então, mano, só lembra disso, velho. Já era, velho. O jogo tá muito fácil, mano. Tá de boa, velho.
EMP and mute, as far as I think I heard. This could be a matter of basics of the 1-2-3s of Clubhouse, because they struggled to get what they wanted in that round with the breaching specifically. Also, that's Dan, right?
Yeah,
that's our boy Dan that we spoke about yesterday.
Dan, yeah, new addition to the roster for NIP.
Felt very confident to me. I like it.
Yeah, no, I do like that. It'll be his first major as a coach with the team. It's a lot of these players' first first major with the team.
Good on ya.
Good on ya.
Good on ya.
Sounded almost Aussie there for a second call out.
And my boy Benja, 2 rounds in a row now, finding a good bit of value.
Yeah, looking very, very solid.
The timing was ridiculous. So he climbed the ladder and injures the Monty as he jumped through the window. And I'm like, who downed the Oh, it's Benja, okay.
Yeah, long angle.
And he was stuck on that ladder for a while. I'm thinking, this is not a good look, because his teammates are dying on the bottom side.
You know, something that we actually haven't talked about yet, but the former coach from NIP that they removed post-Boston.
Oh, yes!
T-Chubbs.
T-Chubbs, he's with SSG now.
He is now one of the coaches for SSG. He's not call-out standing behind them, but he's on the team. I mean, long-time teammate of players like Pino and Fantasy, so would know this team extremely well. SSG does have that kind of extra advantage over NIP in a one-to-one matchup. We're seeing that very early. I mean, what, 30 seconds in, a tossed C4
main breach.
Wow.
I think it was soft breaching the wall and just got punished on the timing there on the sound cue. And we saw them check with the EMP there in the mute jammer if there was one on the jacuzzi wall. They got that breached unopened, but it's another round where NIP just start very slow. And now it means they have nobody on CCTV applying the pressure for the windows and the backstab to Neurus and CC. It's just like, guys, this is clear. We know it's going to be a jacuzzi take right now. It's the only area where NIP has applied any sort of pressure. So if you're an SSG player right now, you kind of let go of your mouse and keyboard and go, guys, give me sound. And when you hear where the sound is coming from, that's when you know where the push has rotated, because this will be a plan B option for NIP. And they're currently rotated 2 or 3 people on Garage, CCTV side. But the big thing here is SSG fell back. Newers was solo roaming, and they said, guys, let's play out the bomb side 5v4. We got the crossfires, we got a vertical C4. We're happy with this.
Yeah. First phase of the round, won by SSG in more ways than one. It's a shield, a bit of hard breach, some bees, and of course the Deimos tracker to try and make this work for NIP. No more hard breach though to open up this wall into connector. Jane, I know, has got a mirror watching it. What kind of a counter do you have for that mirror? Realistically, nothing except for
melee blitz.
Maybe. I mean, I was going to say go down from below, and that's exactly what happens. Good spray. That's from the kitchen roof. The ceiling looks up into logistics, so well played from Fantasy.
SSG have been good at playing They just kind of peel back the layer strategy. Great bit of Earth for Fantasy, actually, but SSG are letting this happen. They could have walked on the main stairs, they could have dropped the hatch, they could have gone for a pick, but they aren't. They're saying, you know what, this is the cost of business. We still got the man advantage, and they have one attacker below who has to walk that main staircase. But now they're swinging, and he sees both players.
How did you survive that long? Faults eventually does fall. Amidst the chaos, NIP, they look to try and erupt onto the side. They've got the blitz to utilize as smoke goes out as well. What is their way in here? J9, he sees through the smoke, peering with the Warden's glasses, and Ashen for 2. Never change.
The growth from Ashen is phenomenal because for the longest time, he would make that scream with the mic in his face. He's flipping that sucker up these days. I think his teammates got sick of it.
Yeah, his teammates are like, dude, I can hear it enough. You're standing right next to me. Please, like, just do not do it into the microphone.
Did you hear what he said?
He said you got to win some rounds.
Yeah, he did. You got to win some rounds.
3-0 for SSG.
One thing that I want to see change from Ninjas in Pajamas is I want to see Hades get off the shields.
Yeah.
He's on the shields and kind of ineffective and not really getting in the battle. I mean, in that round, he smokes off the doorway to master bedroom as the Blitz sprints past the wall and dies to the smoke. That feels kind of bad, man. And, I mean, NIP just gotta calm down in the first 60 seconds and stop losing those early bodies to C4s, to pre-fires, to wonky gunfights. Get together. Slow down, because if you can't get to that execute stage of a round, this is cop-house attacks. You're not gonna win. It's all about getting to side in a good enough condition and with enough tools available to go for execute. And they haven't had that so far in 3 rounds. They're always missing something.
It looks like Hates is onto the Ying now. We've got Cons back on that Montaigne.
I like this more. Gotta say.
Still, it's down to the basement. I mean, Monty's fallen out of favor when attacking the basement.
What are we cooking here? Okay, so I think they're gonna do a catwalk hold, mirror on CC, and then peel back the layers once more, because reinforce the catwalk wall and both CC walls.
Is this a fake?
No, I think it's looking for drones. I think you stick around here and just make them burn util. Like hard destruction, deal with the mirror window, etc.
The thing is, when you bring Monty, the main way that you're playing Monty on the basement bomb side is by pushing dirt.
Yeah, most often, but they tried that last time and they had to rotate away from it.
Yeah, but that was when SSG didn't have all this set up over
that
on
is true.
CCTV. Maybe... No, NIP is still going to address it. Okay, fair enough.
Oh, careful. Okay, wall gets opened up. There's a bit of a vault angle, so a bit awkward to work with. And for SSG, again, the playstyle they've almost always had since back when they won inside with Troy is peeling back the layers strategically. So they always have about 3 layers to a defense. The very first one is the CCTV catwalk hold. Then they can fall back to lounge blue stairs, for example, and then back to side. That's the 3 layers on that portion of the map. What this means is NIP have to deal with so many issues at the same time, and there's always one more to follow up. They gotta keep the pace, they gotta stay quick in this one. If not, time will slip away. But a mini play happens first. Ashen aggresses on Garrett's door, runs out, and takes down Wizard.
This is where it gets scary. Once you let SSG start to find their little pokey bits of aggression, once Ashen starts getting lippy, that's when things turn from bad to worse.
And you see what's happening. Because there are so many small things with the layers that I mentioned earlier, NIP are not sure what's dangerous. Like, they didn't think Garrett's door was a problem because they're on catwalk rafters, right? Now,
oh my God! Cons! Absolutely deleted J9O using the new features from CGX to perfection. Fantasy might find something, but it's not an opening. It's just upstairs. They're going to desperately drop down into Newer's waiting arms. A double for him. A third one likely coming up soon.
It is so Jover.
One of the best players out of North America, deleted by Fantasy. Let's see if he can dial back the clock to the days of old where Fantasy was one of the biggest names. Those deadliest fraggers in Brazil. I love this from Newers.
Just go.
It's textbook SSG, isn't it? I mean, Ashen's always done it. Newers, ever since he's joined the team, it's been right at home to get all lippy, embrace the toxicity, sledge the opponent.
I'm not liking these shields, James. We have not seen a single round of shield being successfully utilized by NIP, and dying to the gas pipe on bottom main like that, dropping way before your teammates, that is the ugliest way to die. I mean, I'm with Newers. It's time to go, Fanny. You were here 30 seconds ago as well. Then you went up the stairs.
Got to find your exit frags here. Got to keep that KD looking good, and he'll find nothing. Zaga? He just typed Zaga in the chat.
That's what he's yelling too, I think.
What does that mean? Am I not zooming
I'm afraid to... That could be a bad naughty word, James. Let me look it up.
Well, I've just said it on stream, so I really hope it isn't.
Defender?
You know this? You are defender? Okay, sure.
I don't know.
Maybe is it a Portuguese word, is it?
It is, yeah.
Right,
I mean, I assume so.
I mean, I just saw on your phone that you showed me, it said translated from Portuguese.
Yeah. But then again, that's AI.
Maybe.
They're always right.
No, can't trust it. They're coming for our jobs. Look, Ashen is 8 years younger than you, 7 years younger than me, so he is a certified zoomer.
I mean, his entire personality is zoomer as well. He really is.
I was in school, like, learning how to do, you know, like, fractions.
Okay.
When Ashen was born.
Was born.
2005.
Oh my god. So you guys hear the background noise. I believe it's M80's Secret still going at it on the third map?
They're still going because
I think so.
Yeah,
they went third map.
That's a big game.
They had a 6-8, I think, victory for Secret map 1. And then they had like a 7-2-ish from 80 map 2. And I have no idea what's happening on map 3.
Winner of that is the first. Oh wow.
We have a little bit of an update.
6 on map 3.
Banger.
Between Secret and M80. That's a big EU NA banger. The winner of that, of course, is our first team to qualify through to the playoffs.
Good for them. You know, M80 is my dark horse this one. That's in like
M80.
M80 is, yeah.
That's, again, such a lukewarm take. They literally won NAL.
Okay, and that
if it's a hot take to say that the best team from North America is going to be good,
the best team from NA hasn't been good in a while. And M80's been dropping the ball since Sport was in that roster. So, like, it's their time now.
I mean, what, it was a year and a half ago that North America won a championship. When was the last time the EU won a championship in the main circuit?
Okay.
Can't say EWC.
Okay, that was going to be my ace up the sleeve right there. They literally won the last one.
But genuinely, when was the last time? Rio was Furia. FaZe in Boston. W7M in Montreal.
Manchester was Beast Coast.
Manchester was Beast Coast. Sao Paulo was... Literally, it has been years since Europe won anything that wasn't EWC.
Well, it's because EU lets other regions succeed.
Oh, shut up. Last time EU won something that wasn't EWC was Montreal 6 Invitational SI23, which Benja won.
That's
so get off your high horse, Mr. EU.
You know, as a European citizen and former player, I thought we had one more reason for that. Anyways, I think it has what it takes. NIP right now, I'm not sure because they're on the Munchie again, James. I'm not buying what they're selling.
Oh, he's
dying to the barbed wire right now.
Brother!
He's alone. Help him!
I mean, Jaden is surely going to kill him. Oh, deleted! Cons, hang up the mouse and keyboard. Put the shield away and go play a real operator. It's Wizard looking for a couple of exit frags. NIP, they only won 4 rounds coming into today across the first 2 games they played. They could not buy a round today against SSG.
So there's this one thing, right, that bothers me right now, and I hate to be the guy, but I feel like NIP are playing backwards siege. Almost always, when you see the catwalk walls reinforced twice, you kind of leave the catwalk guy alone or attack him from the the carrot store. They had 2 people jump in the window from the breach.
Such a troll.
After Monty died. I'm like, you're doing it backwards.
They're desperate.
Like, look at this. Monty and the SS, I mean, he's gonna die. Then they jump in the window with 2 people. One, a second guy runs in shortly after and tries to swallow dies. Like, it's backwards, my guys. Where is the let's have a nade bottom garage or a Grimby or a Capital or just 2 people? Why is the Monty just walking in and gonna hold right click?
Cutting corners. I don't know if it's because they don't respect SSG enough and they think they can cheese it or...
This is their map!
Yeah, like that's the thing. This is NIP's map pick.
I don't know.
It's hard to believe, but like, I mean, NIP have been shocking all tournament long. We obviously just casted CHE getting eliminated from the tournament.
Yeah.
But they had some really horrible chokes, right? They had some throws, but they had some really good moments as well. Yesterday against G2, before they started choking, phenomenal. Even some moments today in the first map against Furia, really good. They took them to overtime. NIP haven't really had even a single moment where they looked like a solid team in this tournament. They have been gutted from the start.
And they find themselves right in this elimination match, and down 0-5 tells the full story of their event so far. They're not really finding their stride, they're not finding their playstyle, the win conditions, and like you said best, I think they're just kind of cutting corners and oversimplifying these rounds. Okay, they find one to Ashen. This time goes down. Right by the bomb side, but it's a gym defense and they're in connector.
Second one.
Cutting corners effectively here.
It's what we need from Fantasy to step it up. 3 kills, but it might not be enough to win the round. If Fultz is able to clutch up 1v3, the former world champ, as he makes his way up the stairs, the Blackbeard just around the corner from him. Cons falls back. Diffuser not held onto, and Wizard finally around on the board for NIP, but far from the elation that you would hope for.
Yeah. And around is around, but at the end of the day, that felt like an act of desperation. Fantasy was back to his old Furia ways, jump in the window, take some gunfights solo bolo, and make magic happen. It felt that they were just saying, guys, nothing's worked so far, let's just try something. And they get the 1 round, but now it's Sideswap and SSG. Very fundamentally solid team, very good in prep work, very disciplined, right? The whole work culture they've built amongst themselves. I think they're gonna have some mighty fine attacks to come up, and NIP's only answer, looking at how they were attacking, seems to be brute forcing gunfights and not problem solving or putting up difficult problems with SSG to deal with. Monty ban, Thermite ban, and then Kaid banded. I like the Monty ban because, again, that's the one way that SSG can like kind of really simplify their direct attacks.
But SSG, they like a lot of different shields.
They do.
I mean, Ashen is very partial to a blitz, so it's get rid of the Monty, sure, but you'll see a few others. Like you said, just to reiterate on that last round, I mean, really, it was just a Fantasy hero play.
It was.
Dude jumps into sight and gets...
They didn't time it. There was no trade. There was no anything. It was just
dude,
Fantasy.
Great fire up, but like that's not how you're going to win a game.
Well, right now, they got to always work on the rounds.
Yeah.
They got to work on that second one. Let's see where they go first. CCTV, first choice. Okay. Despite the... With a Kaid and Bandit ban, I am not the biggest fan of the CCTV bomb site. And without a Jaeger or a Wamai to help play Catwalk Rafters, without the Capital ban, I'm all sitting here thinking, like, I'm not sure how they're strategically supposed to hold on to this. They can't play Catwalk Rafters realistically. They can't deny the walls being opened up either. But then I'm looking at SSG's lineup. They got Kali. They have Sense. They're not going to go for a default attack here, James. They have some sort of pocket strat possibly up their sleeve. And I'm all for it.
Yeah.
I love me a good Kali play, and it could just be for the mute jammers, but then you wouldn't pre-place the Skyro, so I'm not sure. Yeah. Unless they can shoot it from the window on strip roof, and it goes all the way through. That might be the angle, actually. So from here, through the window, clears the jammer, then you can breach.
Yeah, again, like, why are you bringing Kali over Thatcher? There has to be a reason that is unique to Kali.
In case of clash? If they're hiding operators?
Yes.
Don't do it.
Yeah, this is the problem.
Don't do it, buddy.
Destroy
Go CC window!
Brother!
Ow! Well,
okay.
The cost of doing business, I suppose.
Well,
let's hope this... Oh, he broke the pellet. This might not work.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
They botched it.
That is embarrassing.
That's not good.
Genino does have 1 more Selma left, but, I mean, you bring 2 dedicated hard breaches and the secondary hard breach from Benja.
It's okay.
Yeah, okay, sure.
They fixed it.
Forget about that. It was a very messy start to the round, but forget about it. Still winnable, especially if Wizard just gives away a kill.
For all the issues.
Dude, Rafters, usually you have to put so much effort in to take and kill the Rafters player.
Yep, they have it.
It's free.
So I'm curious if they're just going to go for it. So right now they have 2 players working Jacuzzi Master Bedroom. I'm curious if they make the call just like, let's just take Garrett's control, guys. We killed the Asami player. It should be absolutely free. But they want to contest the roam. Still by Gym Windows, still by Jacuzzi Breach on the roof. They're looking for this pick onto Fantasy, who is technically alone, but 50-50 gunfires are risky. Oh, the timing!
It was his double down. Good kill from Fantasy. Could he be the one thing that separates NIP from getting deleted on this map? No, Hates is going to support. Here's a big jump out. What a massive long angle. New is not finished off. Benja.
He's on sight.
Deep into sight as Newers is finished off. That's ballsy from Fantasy to commit to it, but you're right. The diffuser is being held by Cons outside this breach. If Benja gets the better of him, it's going to be a 1v1 against Fantasy. Now his position revealed. It is a 1 versus 2. He knows exactly where Fantasy is, and he's got an inkling on Cons. How does he play it? Out come the Bees.
And behind him, yeah, there it is. Go for Diffuser, get to side, and play the 2v1.
Out comes the Bailiff. Goes for the sight. He has the entire objective to himself. It's going to be a retake forced by NIP. And he gets a bit of info on the Grim Bees. Out comes the Bailiff. Misses the shots, and Cons will take him on down. A second round on the board for NIP. Finally, a brief moment of reprieve for the Brazilians as they start to find a couple of rounds on the board. It's a long road back to bridge the distance between these teams, but 1 round at a time will get the job done.
Still a very inconsistent way of doing it though for NIP. I mean, they make a mistake here early on for Wizard going down, and then a little bit of good timing here, Fantasy, brute forcing gunfights, jumping out, aggressing in a 3-on-3. Very risky, inconsistent playstyle, but it works for this one. I do want to say that for SSG, I feel like a call could be made there. Just go for Garrett's control. When you get that freebie versus roam clearing the entirety of the map. But it still seems like it's Fantasy's world that we're in for NIP. Yeah. He leads the boys home onto a second round.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Dan is hype as well.
I like Dan.
I like him already.
He's growing on me.
Yeah. We casted the, which game was it? It was the W7M match, was it? We didn't cast.
No.
We casted the Weibo 7-1. Yeah, we did.
Oh, we did.
It's funny because you.
Oh, we cast that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did cast.
Dude, you don't even have jet lag. What's your excuse?
No, what? Dude. Yeah, we
got
did.
dementia. How old are you again?
I'm just old.
It's funny because, yeah, when you questioned me, like, oh, wow, did they lose 7-1 to Weibo? I had to double check that and make sure that I hadn't just miswritten my notes.
Oh, we literally worked it.
We literally casted that game. Weibo doing pretty well at the moment. They're 2-1
on layer, right?
Yeah, it was on layer.
Okay. I do remember then.
And that was when we talked quite a bit about Dan because we, you know,
we didn't know who he was, yeah.
Yeah, you were like, oh, I don't recognize this coach because obviously T-Chubbs for a while was their coach. Cons is going to find Newers.
Okay.
Surely this is a free one for Benja. Oh, no. Brother.
Brother, ew.
Unlucky.
Also playing the Zero, I mean, it's a high-value operator with that active utility that's going to just be in the grave now. It's going to make whatever plans they have with that information game a lot more difficult, but Benja Master on the Deimos can still, of course, try and go for a pick and a kill. Ashen, again, we're playing a Kali here on basement bomb set, sorry, on gym bomb set instead. Not against the Kali, but I'm still missing the full vision for it.
Yeah. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go. That's the vision. X12 zoom.
So you can thread the needle. 12x zoom. Is this what it's like to wear glasses?
Must be nice to have perfect vision, no? You wouldn't know.
I actually don't have perfect vision. I think I need reading glasses.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
then you go to the optometrist when I get home. I'll have a chat to Gassan. Did you know this is a bit of lore? You know Gassan trained in optometry?
I did know that. I did know that.
Fun fact for you guys at home.
Pretty sure he like graduated and then just like became full-time esports shortly after.
Yeah, I think he was casting even before he finished studying. Actually.
Yeah.
It's the way. A lot of these players are studying as well.
Another fun fact.
Deferred their studies.
Milos knows half the Brazilian pro players in the Battlefield Pro days because Milos worked Battlefield as a commentator and half the Brazilian pros came from Battlefield.
Oh my god, what a shot.
I mean, this is just a Tion round. Cons is running out the building, just getting kills, and SSG are nowhere to be found.
Literally. 3v5. Man, that secret M80 game is getting hyped.
That might be game.
I don't know if you guys can hear it through our mics, but it is getting very hyped.
It was 6-6, so it had to be game.
Yeah. Oh my god. Fantasy's going to fall back. Him and Cons are just running amok down in bar. SSG have not achieved very much.
Nope. And they're stuck outside the building right now. This looks like a Fury round all of a sudden. I mean, they were on this Doom window.
Defense demons, but
they're just hoping for a swing, hoping for a mistake from IP, but they're on the attack inside now for Spacestation. They have to make the play first.
You can't stand here forever. You have to make a move.
3, 2, 1, here we go, boys.
And he goes, all right, what have you got for us, Faults? First one in there, Jane, I know, is going to fall, and immediately the Goyo fire will disseminate all over Logistic, and I mean, Faults has to wait. You can't even push for a refrag now.
He's gonna have like 10 seconds left, though. I mean, they're forced into a rush. He's swinging the fire! Nah, dude.
Utter disrespect. It gets better and better for the Ninjas, 1 round at a time, 3 in a row. Maybe defense was all they needed. Perhaps just 1 round of attack was enough for them to come back in the second half.
Okay, we're gonna give SSG one more round, and if they lose this upcoming one, it's a tag timeout for call-out. Bit of a reset on the structure, the playstyle, and then we get a real series, because right now SSG, they are trying to find their way on the attack, and they have been very lackluster so far. Fantasy, I'm not gonna lie to you, this guy still got it.
He does.
He was incredible back on the Fury roster.
Yeah, back in the old Fury days.
The old Fury days.
Yeah, good old days.
And then he kind of vanished for a couple of years, I would say. Like, he was in the pro play, but not on any, like, relevant teams.
He was
not
often
playing insane.
talked about, but I feel like a lot of those Brazilian teams, they didn't cycle in new talent. Brazilian rosters...
It's been hard, though.
This is vibes-based. I don't have the evidence to back this up, but I feel like a lot of the iconic Brazilian rosters, Liquid, FaZe, now Fury, they've kept really solid rosters for a long time.
Yeah.
Right? And when they do make changes, they are massive sweeping changes. You think about like the FaZe history, right? Where they dumped almost their entire roster except for Cyber and brought on all the old MIBR players. You know, Furia, this current iteration, back when they were W7M, they didn't make any roster changes for a long time, and then they've made 2 roster changes at once. It's the same case for a lot of these teams.
Even Liquid as well. Also
Liquid, I mean, obviously Nesk and Palu staying together forever.
And then they're also like kicked off the roster, Legonis, you know, Palu, etc.
Totally. I think a lot of people would have expected that Fantasy would have found his way onto a top team earlier.
Yeah.
But he never did until he joined NIP. By that point, NIP wasn't really a top team anymore.
We're vibing. There was a player in Team 1. I completely forgot his name right now. That I thought was going to be the next big Brazilian player.
LML?
Good one. I need to look it up. I think it was Team 1 of these. And he was like popping up like 17 kills every match individually. And he did join one team later on that might have had potential, but again, never did. And I don't know where he is these days, actually.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of the old Team 1 players have been really good.
I think it was Team 1 at least. Like an older iteration, maybe.
One that's no longer active?
I don't know. I don't know where he is.
Well, I mean, a lot of the old Team 1 players are top players right now, like KDS, for example. KDS, Alamal, Levy, Neskin, was it him?
Nope.
No. Obviously, Dots, Maya, Loban.
He wasn't Team 1. Oh, they have a lot of good players in Team 1.
Yeah, I mean, Team 1 was just like the... I mean, Dash was on that team as well.
What? Okay. Team 1 was W7M before W7M entered the stage, because they're also, you know, crazy rosters.
Very much so. Hey, Philippox was on that team.
What?
Damn.
Well, you know.
Anyhow.
Brazilian rosters go deep, that's for damn sure. This round versus D looking better because they're all alive, but oh, don't get me called at the right time, gets the information, Hates gets shut down, couldn't teleport away.
Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Fantasy.
You want to because you've been so good, but not right now, not right here.
Don't ego chow Ashen when it gifts up match point to SSG. Ooh. Wow, they are contesting every vertical angle. As soon as this hatch is open, it's going to be a very different story. However, we need Newers on the Bucks start opening up some of these angles. As he does so, Collins is so committed to the bit here, fighting.
And look at the lineup, right? They got Lesion, Mute, Castle, Scopus. They have no execute. They can't deny a plan. They can't do a C4. They have to go for kills. They have to play this desperate round. Again, they're ready for it because they're aggressing themselves with a good follow from Benja.
Yeah, I like this. Straight into Church from Benja. He's about to be supported by 2 other teammates. Meanwhile, he comes and conjures up 3 kills. Pino in a 1v3. Good luck here in Church. He's going to need more than a hope and a prayer. J90 faults and Newers with the plant going down. He is being cut off by J90, who locks him down and locks in match point for SSG.
Love that play there from Benji Master. The follow-up from I was thinking, okay, Ashen solo play down the long haul. Not a good look when the enemy's aggressing for you, but there was a bigger play at hand for Spacestation. Pushing blue, dropping Moto, making the play together and trading each other effectively. Benja saves the round. And I really like that pace switch from Spacestation, slowing it more. Nice and steady pace. 6-3 now. Operator bands coming out, the final one. So this clash finally happened.
Yeah, I think that's a good move here for SSG because they want to play that aggressive style.
Yeah.
You know? And not to use the buzzword, but that was kind of a bit of split theory there. We had, I can't remember who was
not missed that word.
On the Hibana, sending it straight
Ashen,
down. Ashen, yeah. So Ashen was straight down main.
Yeah.
Right? Meanwhile,
it looked like a troll play for a second.
No, but at the same time, you've got 2 players going both of the avenues into blue, and you've got Benja going in from Moto. So it's just everyone pushing at the same time. from 4 different angles, technically 5 if you include the player up above the kitchen hat. So it's 5 different players in 5 different positions, all pushing at once, and it was timed well. So even though Ashen died, didn't matter. I mean, it does rely on players fragging out. Thankfully, you've got Benja, so that's going to happen. But for SSG, like the one thing that would have made that really challenging is the clash.
Yeah.
You can't trade out a clash. You can see her, you can't kill her.
Yeah, that's it. Big obstacle, and it's mobile as well. It can just move around, like we said before. Mirando is stuck in one position, but that clash can be anywhere. Roaming in lounge even, as someone said once.
Yes. We saw that last game. Was it Furia?
It was in the Furia match, yeah.
And they just randomly had Clash sitting in lounge.
Kind of everywhere,
round.
you know?
Yeah, but no, she like died in the first 20 seconds of the round.
Yeah, very going back to blue stairs, yeah.
Yeah. Bit of a silly maneuver. Oh well, Furia, I feel like, hot take, I know this is distraction for a sec, but hot take, I think Furia might be out of the woods. I think all they needed, I think they might be back. If I'm matched up against Furia in the 1-2 round next up, I am scared.
There are some good teams in that lower bracket run because of day 1 upsets, so I don't know yet.
True. I mean, it could be whoever wins this game plays against Furia next.
I think Furia might take that one, but you know, they gotta fight BO3s the rest of here in phase 1 because they're elimination matches, so I think they'll be okay. For SSG, I feel like I haven't seen them play much this event, sadly, but
they haven't played much, dude. They got 7-1 and 7-5.
That's true, but they're looking better than the scoreline has shown.
Right now, absolutely.
First map, though, a lot can change in a BO3. It can be a long series or a short one. But they want to get this one down in a 7-3 fashion. And looking at that Kalg attack, last time there was a roam clear. This time, nade, fire, watching the angles. But so far, Wizard stays alive.
Oh, see ya. Wow, somehow he stays alive. I thought that surely would end him. Nade in the fire doesn't time it well enough, and they still cannot put him to rest. Hates is also covering in case SSG decide to make an entrance. And here they do so. Another fire goes out. The Blackbeard making his way up the stairs. It's J90. Oh, perfect timing! As Wizard goes to shoot the Vulcan canister, J90 threads one between his eyes. NIP are falling to pieces. It's Cons and Pino left on the bomb site. Try and make this one work for the Ninjas. But Space Station, they're dialing it up, and they're putting that pressure straight onto the bomb site.
There is no advantage to save them right now. It has to be Cons and Pino. But with that BB, the constant information game. So much time on the clock. There's the first shot for Cons. Gets back down one player, but there are so many more waiting for these fights.
Don't choke this now. The call run out. Ashen does not have any more remaining. There's not a lot of util to speak of. Newers has one smoke.
Could plan on breach, maybe?
Fultz is going to go for it. There's no sound cover. There's one nitro cell in the hands of Cons, but he doesn't have the angle going outside. He's not going to be able to see it, but that might cause enough of a distraction to enable Pino to march on forward. But NIP now just rely on Pino. Ashen straight up the stairs, and the Gym Bros flex their muscles on Clubhouse. Their first map win of the tournament. And they are back on top, baby. NIP on the verge of elimination as the Americans put them down on Clubhouse.
Looking good, looking convincing on map number 1, but what they need right now is consistency because they've had some sloppy games earlier at this event. Can they do it, James?
Map number 2 coming up after this, and we'll find out if NIP can bounce back.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's about to kick some serious ass? Remember, I'll be watching. Now you see me, now you don't.
Get ready! I'm taking them out!
Changing mags. I got this. Got my eyes on you. Located enemy.
SSG are now one map up in this survival game here at the Munich Major, the first best of 3 that they're playing, and this is looking really good from them. It fell for a second if NIP was really struggling to get a foot in that match, with some players having a donut until a few rounds in that game. But what we talked about at the beginning of this game, what was needed from SSG was for the game plan to be A+ with the side of Fools.
I think it was 3 things. It was Fools as the IGL, it was Ashen as the entry, and it was Benja as the lurk. And what did we see? We saw the right game plan executed and called by Fools. Slow them down when you're in defense. They're the second slowest team in this tournament. We're going to play utility, and we're going to abuse that as much as possible. Great calling. Second thing, and that is Benja. Take a look at the first few rounds. Benja is given the space to lurk around and get kills. And that's going to get him a few kills by just being able to lurk around the bomb site, around the utility, go up the main stairs here, get another pick. The space, he is taking it. He gets a triple kill here. And here, on the second round, he is given a double kill with the C4, again by lurking, abusing the fact that they've got utility around the bomb site. And even in attack, he was finding that space, finding those gaps. That's the lurk that we were waiting for, Lax.
Yeah, it's exactly what we said needed to happen here, and it was being displayed. And a lot of that also was coming off the backing of Fultz. Even in that first round, being able to use that clash to feed the information, to stop and thwart off the attack from NIP, which then allows Benja to thrive in this environment. And again, this is where we needed to see everyone come alive, and they absolutely delivered on every single front, which is why we would see such a dominant performance coming out here in Clubhouse, where I'd say they could have closed this out even sooner.
Yeah, and then even the entries game was going super well for them. I think Spacestation overall, the 3 win conditions, they're all checked out, and that is why they take NIP's map.
I mean, even talking about the opening kills, I mean, I just even want to see the stats and what those look like, because this is something, again, that I really wanted to see. And the fact that we're highlighting Benja, we're highlighting J90.
82.
Sure, Bolts might not have had the best performance, but your IGL doesn't always need to be topping the chart, as we see players like Savage or Hot and Cold, big IGL step up. It's the fact of the matter is that he can lead them to success, that he can lead them to water, and that's exactly what we were seeing. And Benja, by all means, was taking as many drinks and gulps as he could take. I mean, 60% cost, 11 and 6, dominant performance.
8 opening kills for SSG, 2 for NIP. That's 4 times more for Spacestation. That's just how dominant they were. It's exactly like we said. Every single win condition set up before this match is right now for SSG.
Well, it seems like the Space Station is definitely fueled, and they'll be taken off to Consulate very soon, with that being the second map of our series. We're going to be back after this. Welcome back to the Munich Major. We're about to head into our second map of the series here for survival. SSG is on map point to stay in the competition. NIP need to bring it back. Now, for those NIP fans out there going into Conte, what is their spark of hope that they're looking forward to on the second map?
Well, I think on Clubhouse we started to see the hope in defense, and that was on the back of Fantasy. Look at how aggressive he was, just picking the gym window, jumping out, taking a gunfight on the roof. That just kept on going. He was the one player on the side of NIP that I thought was bringing it back for them. If he can do that again on Controller, that would be amazing, especially because if you think about it, on which side is NIP starting here?
Defense.
So he can do that, go aggressive, bring them back into it, but he needs support here.
And I think that's the important thing to take away from here. Hope is a very, very dangerous thing to go against, especially when your back is against the wall here. And again, Fantasy, if he can have this same performance, he can muster out some of these rounds, claw them back. That can give everyone the confidence that they need to be able to step up their performance and realize not only for themselves, but as a team, that they can compete with SSG. They can bring this game back. They can push this into a map 3 and claim their spot and not go home early. But again, it doesn't just start with one player. It starts with a single round that then snowballs and possibly turns into a match 1.
Well, they definitely can, but NIP will have to give it their all if they want to stay in the competition. Constant is the battleground. We'll send it back to our casters, Dev and Pengu.
Thank you very much, Anne. There is no doubt whatsoever NIP do want to stay in the tournament, but it's going to be a tough one because SSG, man, they're finally firing. It's been a rough slog for them so far. Both of these teams got 7-1 and, of course, had another win, another loss for SSG. It was to Wildcard. Now they're up against the Brazilians, and it finally looks like they have a little bit of confidence in them.
Yeah, and I gotta say, after NIP showcase on Clubhouse, I don't see it, man. I feel like they're missing a bit of fire on the rounds they're losing. I know it can sound weird, like why would they be excited when they're losing? But it's like they are 110% when they win a single round. Fantasy usually won individually most of the rounds on Clubhouse that they won. And then when they lose, it's just quiet. I feel like they're missing the hype guy. Come on, guys, we got this. You know, come on. It feels like they don't fully believe in this.
Yeah. Especially when Ashen is yelling at them after every round. I mean, SSG are the opposite. They have all hype.
Yeah.
Sometimes all hype, no substance. But NIP, they just need whatever they can get. At the moment, it's just the fantasy train. And it could
that
be...
shield play. God damn.
Yeah.
None of that.
No.
I love the fact that, you know, I don't think SSG will ban the shields come the sides up either because...
You want them to play shields because they suck at.
Whoa! It is one of those. Although NIP will find some comfort in the fact they're starting on defense. So the first 6 rounds should be relatively straightforward for them, hopefully. And if not, that's game. Like, they need to get, at the minimum, 3 defensive rounds, ideally 4.
Yeah. Oh, well, here on SSG's map pick, NIP have their work cut out for them. It's funny that SSG picked this because actually, I mean, the only time they've played it in Stage 2 was a win against M80. In Stage 1, it was not their map. They lost to DZ, Wildcard, and M80. On the flip side, NIP actually beat Liquid on this map 7-4 and almost beat FaZe just a month ago 7-8. So NIP, they're no strangers to this map. They don't mind it.
Let's see if they have what it takes, though. In the first round, they're going to bring out a couple of interesting operators. The Aruni, the Pulse, the LF.
I love a bit of Pulse. No Shoddy, though, is a bit of a surprise. With the Reaper buff, I feel like a lot of people are picking Pulse Shoddy these days.
Yeah, they have. Just the ability to shoot people vertically to the floor and not only rely on the C4 itself. An early disc there from Folsto in the window towards admin offices, interestingly enough.
I think he was just trying to burn the Arena gate.
But he threw 2.
Oh, true.
So maybe he burned the gate and tossed one in. Maybe that's one the angle. And then Blitz, Repel, and... Okay, this could be a cook.
What is this?
Jump on in. Blitz, no diffuser. It's going to be a push.
Oh, okay. So he's gone deep. Like you said, no diffuser. He's kind of baited and switched it, but Hates does take him down when he looks the wrong direction. Con's aggressive, but this is a completely strange round from SSG. I'm as confused as you are. NIP weather the storm. They find enough of the kills. Look, SSG, that strat, if it was an art piece, it was a Picasso. Ashen finds one nice one tap, but he is swiftly put down.
I kind of like the push. It didn't work, but...
What was the push?
Yeah, so you know, often unconsciously we see a lot of default plans like CO window, plan, combo, whatever. The blitz goes deep, trying to find the player by the connector window, but I think there's one, a small gap in the sense wall, and secondly, a bit of a bad time with the post running in, looking the wrong way, etc. And then you just execute yellow skylight drop and then bathroom jump in. They lost 2 of the initial gunfights, so they're starting at round 3 versus 5 effectively. But then quickly trading back from Newers, he dies at bathroom, and Fantasy gets a 2-piece, and the round is over. If Fantasy doesn't get those 2 kills, they're gonna have full CO control, full yellow control, and Newers cutting the bombs in half in bathroom. That's wraps.
As someone who hasn't seen a lot of this new NIP, I don't believe we casted them at EWC.
Nope.
And of course, we did cast them yesterday and today, but you know, they haven't been an international event since Sao Paulo a year and a half ago. What I'm seeing at the moment, it actually reminds me of the very old Fantasy Furia roster.
Well, because it's Fantasy.
Because it's literally Fantasy gets a few frags every round, and the rest of the team just capitulates, lies down and dies. Look, Hates did find a 3-piece that round.
That's more than he did on the Clubhouse.
Give him some credit, yeah, but yeah, I'm just not seeing as much substance. Obviously, that was, you can't read a lot into that round, at least not for NIP. That was SSG throwing a crazy rush, and NIP seeing how they can do it, what they can do about it. Oh, we'll see. Look, I like that SSG can be creative, but I want them to also have a little bit of the basics down pat as well.
On the opposite side there, I think conjured attacks are so difficult that breaking the norm is going to benefit you more often than not. And it came down to 1 or 2 gunfights, right? To be a win or a loss in that one. But SSG, they're known to have the one-off strats, the rushes, the fast ones, direct attacks, and then if it doesn't work, they can default back to basics, right? So I do expect this one to be a bit more stable. They got some more slow pacing. They got the Brava that has to get activated. The Nurk has to sneak on in from basement. They're not going to have much action the first minute and a half of this round, most likely, unless NIP overstep their boundary and find them first. Well, Nurk is still in basement.
What's the play here?
He's a scanner. He's a scanning man.
He's not far from one player, but he wasn't looking the right direction.
Must have heard something.
Well, I mean, you can hear the bullets being fired from outside. I think that might have been false.
Okay, so SGs are kind of rotating around. Nurk is still hiding on the server staircase, just waiting. Got info from Cons, but they can't do much with this, I don't think.
This would be a very hard run-out angle. He is going to go for it. No, he's just going to taunt it.
Yeah, just pressure. Now it's going to get him off the rappel instead. They got good drone information. There's the run-out. C4.
Ballsy. A lot of damage. No kill. Benja almost showed it in time. There we go from Wizard, though. The lurking Nook. I mean, Ashen spent the whole round getting into position just to fall. At least Cons will go down. That's the pulse. Newis is getting very active on this top floor. Remember, Bombsite is down inside of lobby press. There's a lot more ground that needs to be taken. Love that usage of the Sens to cut that top floor in half and enable the push in from Newers, isolating angles one by one. The Blackbeard, it's what he does best. And SSG have top floor dominance.
Great utility for sure. Little bit of lack of Pantanal here though. No more C4s and pulse being gone, so they can just drop the hat, sense off, cover vertically, and go for what should be a pretty free plan attempt right now. NIP, all they have are guns blazing, going for gunfights, and they win that. Fantasy again on fire. Phenomenal shot of Genano.
Very rare from Genano, usually a very sharp player. Oh, Newers. Guard broken for a brief moment. Pino's just tossed out another one of those Elemines as well. You're right, though. Fultz might have an opportunity to go for a plant here. If he drops down, it'll only be Benji to cover while Newers is isolated. Never mind, Newers is dead. And yeah, it is very bad. Fultz needs to drop straight down into the smoke. Sees a player amidst the chaos. Finds a double kill out of nowhere. Benja Master cannot drop into the side soon enough. Another strange round, another chaotic one, but NIP will take it regardless.
I'm not gonna lie, I think Fantasy won the round again for his team. If Janano doesn't die there and he gets the kill instead, they get backstep pressure, bottom spiral to connect on yellow, deny the crossfire from the defense of NIP, and they have 1-man advantage. What's also big is they knew the Fenrir was hiding either in server or Taylor's Visa. He was off the bomb side. That would have been a 4v2. And the smoke can't use his gadget either. That one gunfight, Fantasy just beams him on Spiral, changes everything. Great collab there from Fultz.
Yeah, it was very funny. I think you're on the money about that kill out of the Blackbeard. It meant everything.
Feels bad, man.
It might take SSG a while to win a round of attack, but let's not forget, I mean, map 1, it was very much a similar story. It was very defensive favored.
Sure.
NIP lost 5 attacks in a row. Of course, they ended up losing the game, but...
but those first 2 rounds could have been won by either team.
That's
Like,
true.
definitely.
That's fair. It seems like SSG, instead of trying to play textbook Consulate really well, they're trying to play chaotic Consulate. And it's like, look, if you roll the dice and it's a 50-50 or a 40-60, then you're still going to win 2 or 3 rounds. And that's pretty damn good for Consulate.
Exactly. That is all they need. And as I said, in the first half, in the first 3 round attempts here, they can kind of do whatever. And if it doesn't work, they can just back to defaults. Because they got defaults. We all do here. It's top 16 teams in the world. Mirrors finds a pick onto Fantasy, a big one at that. And I guess it was a cheeky spawn peek-ish on Visa window. Mirrors expected it, held the angle, got that freebie.
Let's not forget, Deimos in play makes the roam clear far expedited. Bomb site is downstairs, and we have plenty of hard breach. We have plenty of verticality. This is, yes, in some ways, you know, the perfect lineup for SSG to be in a 5v4 attacking the basement.
And of course, if you get this opening pick, you can do one of 2 things. Either speed up and keep up that pace, or just slow things down and not throw that body. And given the fact there was a anti-spawn peak, you can't really speed up that much because you're outside the building. So they're gonna take it nice and slow here. Use the tracker, find a player, get their flying drone set up, pick another pick. Ashen takes down Pino. The Mira and Legion both remove from action with a fast push backside from Banter Master.
Oh, they're rushing.
Closing in that net. They're on site.
There's no one in the basement. There's not a single player.
Hold up.
Not a single defender is in the basement. Wizard is upstairs. He does find 1 kill on Benja as he retreats on back. But Cons is quickly shut down. This is a very strange decision from NIP. I mean, why is everybody upstairs? I don't know whether SSG knew for sure if they took the calculated risk, but they completely stole the site. Hates his... I mean, he's dead meat, that's for sure. Weird round.
Great gap find, though. Gotta say. In the building, full info, push the bomb side, plant, profit, round win, that's it.
Yeah, easy as you like, bit underwhelming. Still cannot believe NIP did not have a single player on the basement.
Crazy band, I'm thinking Deimos, Blackbeard, potentially. Maybe Mira.
Get rid of that Deimos, I reckon.
Mira, Kaid, or Bandit.
What?
Glass.
Brother, they played Glass 1 round and they lost.
Interesting. Okay. Like the Mira ban. Big fan, big fan. It's
helps SSG rushing even more, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And also just, it can be awkward to have the right operator, like Ash, for example, in the right spot, because rotating around the map of Control is quite tricky, right? Say you're going for an admin attack, you need the Ash elsewhere. You gotta go out on the rappel, up on the roof, run across the map, rappel down somewhere else. It just takes a while.
Yeah.
It's very one side to the other on Consulate. You don't see a lot of, hey, we're gonna start on A and then go all the way across on the side.
I've just thrown up my hands in confusion. NIP have banned Ying and Glaz, and they're playing Warden.
Well, if you think about it, there are other smoke grenades.
I really hope you guys can hear that at home.
It was loud.
Who is that?
Brazilian team, surely.
Oh, that... I don't know. Who's Falcons playing? Oh, W7M.
Ah.
It's W, because it's Falcons v W7M now on the B stream, about to begin. Bumped into Julio in the bathroom. He's playing it up against his old org,
Yeah,
of
he
course.
is. Yes.
I also literally bumped into J90 in the bathroom.
Yes, did I?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we just like accidentally like almost killing him because I opened the door to the bathroom and he was there and he like jumped because I almost hit him with the door.
Oh, I'm a friendly kind of fella. I didn't do that.
I mean, it was an accident. I didn't want to be late.
Yeah, was it?
And so I was
it an accident, James?
And so we just stared at each other and I was like, oh my God, I almost killed you. He's like, yeah.
Oh, so he does speak English.
J90, of course he speaks English.
He does, but he doesn't. Oh, J90. Oh, sorry.
No, not J92.
Sorry.
No.
I was thinking JV. Jesus.
No, not JV.
No, we gotta help SSG here. You know, they got Banter Master in the roster. Nice. Dude, I met Gianno's dad in Boston.
Oh,
and his dad is his son's biggest fan. I love that.
That's amazing. I love that. I feel like a lot of the North American players have family members come to these events. I've met a few.
Yeah, they do. And I think for SI, it's going to be a big family one. I hear everyone's bringing their mother and father and daughters and sisters and brothers. And
I love
everyone.
that. Yeah, I know it also definitely happened at Brazil with all the Brazilian teams.
Oh my God, yes.
So much Brazilian family and the partners and the siblings. Oh, it's adorable. Seeing KZ has his whole entourage, his whole family.
Yeah.
Turns out.
Oh, bit of feet there. Nice angle.
Not sure we can show that on Twitch news.
I mean, he's got shoes on. Okay.
For now, I think he's just shot them off.
There could be a Kivera skin in the future, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, let me just pretend you didn't say that. Fantasy's found his.
As he does.
Hungry for more. I mean, this is classic Fantasy.
He's
really,
feeling it.
He has this energy where he's like, I feel like I have to get a multi-kill every round for my team to win it.
The 5v4, you don't gotta make this swing, and if you die here, you look like a fool, but if you get a kill, though, you're the hero.
He's surely gonna die. He's in an exposed position.
Ooh.
Out comes the fire. He falls on back as Fultz evens up the numbers.
There's the aggression.
Dude,
he's
Fantasy,
for 2.
he can't help himself.
Dude, and they're waiting for it too, but he's just better. Another swing by a different player. It's
Wow.
Pino's turn.
Yeah, NIP have decided to turn it up to 11. They're swinging everything. They're not letting SSG get into position to execute.
Another one.
Cons deals damage first as well, and even though Newis puts him down, it just goes to show how aggressive NIP have decided to be today. 2 of them low HP. They got to be careful. This is clutchable.
There's the nade though. Nice piece of util. Good collapse. 2v2 in 25 seconds. Again, anybody's round. Pino low on health.
I think Ashen can win this. Great gun. No util to speak of, but it doesn't matter. Newis is low HP, so's Pino. Here we go though, the flank from Pino.
1v1.
Newis has made it onto Fantasy. Ashen on the ground means that Newis has to decide. Does he hunt, does he revive, or does he plant?
Oh, I don't like
The
this.
choice is the latter, and he's not going to have a lot of time left. He's decided to fake it, and Pino's run it to perfection. It's a critical mistake from Newis, and NIP will lap it up.
Such an awkward spot for Newis to be in because he can't go for the revive because there's no coverage and there's no time to wait for him to crawl back behind the corner. He can't plant because he's got the door to his right, the door to his left, so there's no coverage there as well. Doesn't have time to go to CO, but SSG will call their tactical timeout. What do they have to say?
Mara shotgun, crew, and Fultz. I want you guys to pressure and copy CO window for that. We're gonna get him onto yellow early. After that, you guys are gonna flip back into doing our normal like fucking piano bass. Benji, you're gonna pressure piece when they're doing that. Jack, you're gonna play like B2 side the entire time for Liam. Like you two are gonna be on that yellow side hard, shotgun in hand. You on the B2 cut, while those 3 are gonna clear across the other side.
Right. So you want me to walk in and then to just clear?
Yeah, I want you 3 to clear across admin side. Benji, you pressure piece for the C4 below, then we're just gonna fucking float. Last time was a pulse floating in and out, so just be aware of that. For basement fellas, just read it as seen. We have the mirror band. We can ISO if we want to, or we can clear. It doesn't really matter either way. Just press the drill and see, read it.
Go, boys.
Okay. Yeah,
Let's fuck him. Let's go. Jay, go nades. I want you to nade yellow, like as soon as I'm like kind of at the top.
Putting the tactical into tactical timeout.
I was gonna
tell
say,
you what.
Very specific.
That was some like military comms right there.
80% of that was one strat, this upcoming round where we're gonna have you go here, you to go there, etc. Then it was a quick basement, we can either go for a clear or go for a direct, doesn't matter either way. And I actually did not expect it to be that specific for Corner. I thought it was gonna be more about general stuff like expect the swings, the aggression, be ready for it, but it was very much like what we are gonna do, not what they're trying to do.
He was the captain of the ship. He was telling you go here, you go here, you go here.
I feel like Kola definitely could have had a playing spot in a different world in today's era of seeds. Like he's got good comms, clear precise, he's got a good head on his shoulders.
Do you think he can keep that while in the midst of the chaos?
That's the thing.
I mean, Call Out, he did play for a while on... Did he actually play on the Astralis roster? I can't remember.
Ooh, there is maybe something there, actually. He was a player at one point.
Oh, yeah, he was. But, I mean, I hate to say it, but I don't think he was a particularly good player.
I mean, that's why he's coaching, right? People who coach are not good enough to play. That's pretty much the story.
Let me have
People
a
who
look.
can't coach, they cast. So here you go, buddy.
Oh, thanks, brother. So he played with a few different teams. He played with United.
I remember that United,
their main team. And yeah, they did not do great. He had a few stints on a couple of different tier 2 teams after that, but then moved coaching where he's had a lot more success.
Yeah. I mean, he's well suited for it. I mean, he's the main pushing force of the whole culture they've built within the team, right? The discipline, the work ethic.
Was he on the team with Leo on a United?
I would assume so. I believe so. Him, Yeti, Leo, and 2 other guys. if I had to.
I don't remember off the top of my head.
I mean, I don't either, but I would assume so. But no, it's I like call-outs. Solid guy.
Yeah, a lot of respect for what he's done with SSG. I mean, these are the gym bros, the meditation yoga boys, sports psychologists. Like, you know, that's what they're all about. That kind of treat it like it's a
full commitment.
We are here in the BMW arena. It's a basketball court. It feels very befitting for an American team that conducts themselves in such a way.
Go slam a dunk in your off time. So we heard a specific strat in action, and I feel like for SSG it's been a bit slower than they would have liked because there was so much early aggression in Visa from Ninjas in Pajamas.
Well, I'm not sure if they expected it to be the split bomb site because this is the first time NIP have played it.
Oh, you're right. They probably did not expect that at all.
I mean, in a way, it kind of nullifies the entire tactical timeout from SSG. NIP taking us to this bomb site. SSG looking very direct now with that Monty.
That can work. I mean, walking, if they get Visa control for the corner hatch, they could walk in and plant hard right here off the door, walk in for J9O. And look at the outlines. Most players from NIP are quite far away on a different floor entirely. This might just be plantable, especially with Smoke's live, but Cons has to be dealt with first.
Oh, they haven't checked the corner.
Nope.
Cons sees one and takes his head off. Looks for the second one. The Monty trying to take the fight. Ashen swings in to save the day. And now the plant opportunity is available for SSG. J9O starts forcing it down. It's a very safe tuck. And it will be a 3v4 post-plant retake now for NIP. And it's not going to work out for them because Benja is watching from outside the Visa window. Picture perfect round from SSG.
Good problem solving. That Monty literally saved the round. And despite Cons going unnoticed for a bit there, going for one kill, they were quick to act back and go for that final pick for the bomb to go down. And that was SSG's bit of a...
What did he say?
Huh?
What did Ashen say?
I could not tell. it's just wow.
Sorry, we got Milos here. I thought he was going to tell us.
Mr. Lowe's.
He's just brought my laptop charger. Thank you very much, Milos. Did you hear what Ashen said just then? Nah.
No.
It's all energy. Yeah. Just dropped in mid-game. I mean, Ashen, he's all energy and no comprehension, at least. That's the way I interpret it. Maybe we'll get a replay. Here we go. You have defense?
Oh, you're G-bots? Like, I don't know.
No, I think he said, hey, you have defense, as in
Saga.
You guys are defending, you should be winning.
Saga. That's that meant defense when he said that in English.
Maybe, okay.
There's something about it, but I don't get it.
Something about defense. Maybe he's like having a go at a team that's fumbling defenses, because this is something we talked about earlier on in the half, right?
Ground score.
Well, yeah, I mean, NIP were up 2-0 at the start of this. Since then, SSG have brought it back 2-3. They've hit par for the course for consulate attack. They win one more, which is very doable, and it's happy days.
It would be happy days. And, you know, that was SSGM to work off the flow after attack. Time out that wasn't about the bomb side. Now they're gonna go back to a call-out sit and go, okay, what do you say again? Okay, you go here, I go there. And then wrap it back around. So it sounded like they're gonna go for a attack one side, flip it mid. Oh, my fantasy is too good, dude. But Ashen flies in the window upstairs instead, finds a kill on yellow stairs. It trade back to even numbers. But smoke for ace? Pretty good value, I gotta say here, favoring SSG. But Fantasy is literally running into people's faces, and he has no care in the world. He's being so successful at finding those opening engagements. Cons, ton of intel. This time they can't quite act upon it, though. And they hear that scanner being ripped up and down. And Ashen's got yellow locked under wraps.
Not flanked down below.
Yeah. Not sure if they're trying to get away or trying to get to someone. What are we doing here?
It's a very active defense here from NIP. Extremely mobile. Every single one of these operators making moves, rotating around that map.
You can see SSG, they're not sure exactly what to do right now. And I get that because they know there's a pulse somewhere. Call-Up mentioned that before. They always play that operator below. Ashen can hear the operator, but can't quite see him.
He's on drone. That's the thing. It's a dangerous game if he does go for the flank, because Ashen is watching his own flank. Now Giselle goes out. Hayes actually spots the drone, so good time delay here from NIP.
Very much so. And they can open the floor for a C4 plant denial on the concrete portion of the bomb site, so this ensures that Cons are safe in the late round, unless they go beneath.
I mean, it means SSG do have to clear down below if they are to try and plant in Piano.
Or just get hatch control by taking the full bomb site, right? Because the Piano hatch is opened up. But right now, ST are very spread apart. Diffuser Case on Sense top floor, holding Visa flank, as is the Lion. And Jinano at the building. Ashen on yellow stairs. They have no one really pushing the middle of the map. They're on the exterior and on the ends of it. They need a way into this bomb site.
It's a strange, complex position. Both of these teams trying to fake each other out.
Could be a catch.
Both waiting for the other to make the first mistake.
Doesn't he hear him?
Fantasy might gifted. In fact, he is gifted a chance as Ashen exposes himself. NIP in control with Faults on the floor. Wizard continuing to hold on to his position with the shotty in hand. He finds them both. NIP have evened up the half. Or rather, they've exceeded their expectations. It's a 4-2 split for the Brazilians. And that might be just enough to continue their march forward. As they move on to the attacking side, SSG are the ones that need to lock in.
So this is what we spoke about. 3-3.5 is bare minimum. 4-2 for the defenders is what they really want to aim for, and they got there. NIP now, there are no excuses. They got what they needed in the first half. It comes down to their attacks. It comes down to the more difficult side. If SSG want to play their usual game, it's going to be about the layers, peeling back and having a backup plan for every single defense setup. NIP, they have to be good on the plan A, and they always need to be ready for a plan B if something doesn't go their way. So far, it's been Fantasy finding so many picks alone, single-handedly saving them. And I am wondering here, on the attacking side, where it's much more difficult to get those engagements, what happens when this kid stops shooting?
Yeah, that's the question, right?
He's so good.
Yeah, he is.
Attackers have discovered the location of a
But it's hard to force those fights. I mean, what are you going to do? Rappel in CEO window? No. Walk up yellow staircase? Probably no. It's going to be so hard for Fantasy to have that playstyle. He's on Ash here in the first opening round. He's going to go for kills. That's going to be his whole thing.
That's right. I mean, NIP have been playing this like little roam game. You get people sneaking around the map, Fantasy, waiting for their chances. They're playing reactively.
5 seconds left.
Oh, the Fantasy. Yeah, I mean, he's literally trying to translate the defensive playstyle onto attack. I don't think it's going to work out.
I can see the nuke working, but it only works once.
I mean, the thing is, you look at the SSG lineup, and it's like absolute on-lock Planthanal, Goyo, Tachenka, Smoke. You've got Ella for preventing the creeps. I don't think it's going to work.
This is how you know a team is the real deal in Siege, okay? If they play Tachanka on top floor Consulate, you know that they're good.
You are such a Tachanka sim.
No, it's like if you don't, they can just plan CO window. And this happens all the time in Tier 1 play, much more than it should.
I mean, I'll tell you what, if NIP plan on the window in this round, then
it
hats off to them.
The timing's incredible.
Should be a freebie, and it is for Hates.
They had 2 attackers watch that angle, by the way. 2 separate ones. One on the roof, one on the ground. And Pino finds Ashen, and here comes the lurk from Fantasy. This is falling apart very quickly for SSG. Mind you, they have utility. They have 3 spare elements in pocket from J9O. They're not ready for this.
No, not at all. They're playing way too aggressively. They lost a hell of a lot of firepower very early on in the rounds. And now NIP have to decide, okay, well, if we're going to clear the map, we're going to clear from admin, or are we going to go for a CEO take? Now, we've established with the amount of Planthanal available, probably don't go for a CEO take. That said, I mean, Ashen's dead, so your gas is gone. It's just Tachanka and the Goyo fire. I think admin take is the play in a 5v3.
I'm with you on that one for sure. They could also just go for a flood, right? You get an admin, you like jump in bathroom window, jump in meeting breach, you know. They got the 5v3. Like, the hard part is over in this round. Just gotta convert this into a round W. There is the meeting breach, for example. So once they're ready for it, they can go for a push. They're still just barely inside of admin. Droning soda machine, top piece of stairs. But now it's starting to stabilize, and there's no cheeky C4 from SSG. There's no real easy way to get a kill but gunfights. And that's where BB of Cons can walk in first and get the info for his team.
Well, the thing is here that Tachanka can actually rotate and use the fire on the other side. I really like how Faults has used it very aggressively.
Yeah.
It prevents those NIP players from even peeking towards the side. And now that Hates has fallen, and Fantasy is separated from the rest of the team. He's actually got to the top of yellow stairs now.
He's flanking.
He might be able to make a backstep here. This could open the round. 4 ninjas in pajamas. He's putting the ninjas in their name. Straight back up from the yellow stairs. He finds one, looks for another with the pistol. But the projector meeting is clear. J9O flanking up behind. Cons on the Blackbeard. Knocks him down. Shuts him out of it. It's Faults in a 1v2. The round that surely should have been to SSG has been ripped away from them. As the Blackbeard watches, Pino confirms that plan, and the Lord marches forward.
Can't wallbang it.
Can't wallbang that position of Pino, but he can bring out the fire, and so he re-equips the Shamika, tries to get the guard break effect. It doesn't land. Needs to take the 1v1, and he gets it. Cons, where are you? Faults is coming. Oh, and so he gets back onto this defuse. Cons has to make the move. Faults tries to bait him out, but the Blackbeard lies in wait. NIP find a 5th round on Consulate.
Nice try is all you can say there for Faults. I mean, that's an impossible clutch position, and he makes it so close to the 1v1. It almost hurts more because it felt winnable, but let's be honest, it never was. The BB post plant with 13 seconds left, open lines of sight, can play from far away. The BB made the magic happen right there. Shot down the flank, got the kill, covered the planter, and got the information for his team. It started off his team losing 2 players shortly after each other, and still it comes down to the wire. Fantasy flying yellow stairs, and the crazy part is J9O had 3 elemented pocket with half the round to play. One of those being placed on yellow would have stopped the entire thing, but they never expected the nuke to come into action.
Look, there are not a lot of winnable 3v5s out there, but that was one for SSG, and one that they're going to be really fretting that they lost. Ashen, mate, you're on defense.
Zaga.
10 seconds
Zaga. 5-2 in favor of NIP.
5 seconds remaining.
Lair up next, should they win this map. Reckon we'll go to a 3rd?
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
I feel like this round will tell us that.
Yeah.
This is the one. SSG need to show us a convincing round victory, or they gotta just shut down the star player of Fantasy right now, because he is thriving, floating, and getting way too much value, way too often. And I feel like SSG, you know, going back to attack timeout, it feels a lot like they want to play their own game and not worry about NIP. But there comes a point where you have to worry about what they are doing that keeps messing you up.
Yeah.
And right now, I feel like it's unexpected aggression, but this far into the second map, it should be expected aggression. They had the trap operators last round, but didn't use the traps because they had a different plan in mind. When they were on the attacks early on the attack timeout, it was about where to go, not what to expect. Yo, we're wiggling. One could see it's shaking.
Damn. That Rotera's got moves.
I like that. Put a disco ball on it, all of a sudden we got a dance party.
Germans do love their techno.
Yeah, it's true. They have a scene.
All right, Wizard in with the Roteras now. This one not for a dance party, just getting a lot of information. Not really going to actually clear any util, but not a lot of util to clear. I mean, you look at the lineup here, a lot of this is active utility. The Warden, the Pulse, the Solus, that's all util that the operators have to actively be using. A lot of it is about denying those drones, about finding that plant in the late round. NIP really focusing up on this ground floor, but that means they're vulnerable to the vertical game. Ashen spotted them, but those holes work both ways.
And that's Fantasy, baby. Careful, he's been so good this far, and the Mons is forcing back those defenders, getting so much map space for free. Wow. I mean, they're by the bomb site door, and they got the vert above them, but they don't care, they don't mind it at all.
Utterly fearless.
I mean, they could just walk in, there's no one, there's a pulse in the basement actually, so a C4 is possible. Banter finds Pino as well, but they're stalling out in IP.
Yeah, we need this vert. Oh, that said, I mean, somehow Fantasy
in reverse.
Again, through the vert, finding a kill, and bringing things back into the realm of possibility for NIP. This is a good read for Faults. He's waiting, hates, goes for the swing, doesn't land the shot. Flashbang should seal the deal, but he dodges it, pre-fires him, and stays alive down below Faults. Still with that C4, deadly and ready to deny the plan in the late round. Monty sends it inside. NIP decide to take matters into their own hands, but Newers holds down the fort. Wizard in a 1 versus 3. He will need to live up to the name. And yet Newers will lie in wait on the side. He's taken down. 2 more to find. Diffuser equipped. Faults no longer has his C4. 10 seconds remain. There's no way that he's going to be able to guarantee this plant. He's going to need to bait it on out. And SSG know that he's not stuck it, so they don't even need to swing. The round is done, and SSG have got it across the line.
It all comes down to Faults. Winning his one downstairs, the C4 injuring. Would have killed the Monty if it wasn't for his teammate of Ella getting the job done first. SSG, they play the layers, they play different floors, they play together. Despite that being a very chaotic round, they stayed composed and patient with the plan in mind of what was going to happen next.
No unnecessary swings in the 2v1.
Not at all, disciplined. Not giving anybody any free fights. But it's going to be a round-by-round basis right now. One at a time, don't think too far ahead. This kill out here is disgusting. Through the floor, through the beams. Dukes the flash, pre-fire out, C4 shot there to right here, injures Monty. Or injures the teammate behind the Monty, rather. That's really good coverage. The thing about Consulate that I feel like makes it so different in our favor is that there's not that like free tertiary attack. Like, think of all.
No, I don't stop listening. I also love it. Sounds like they're yelling at replying to him, but it's actually just that the W7M versus Falcons game has almost perfectly lined up with us.
Yeah.
So our round is ending about 5 seconds before their round ends.
Because like, think of Oregon, right? You go basement, kid storms, tertiary.
Yeah. There's a lot of rubbish tertiary sides. Even Clubhouse, right? Like Cash, a lot of teams hate defending Cash.
And no one plays bar. Here it's like you go basement, nice. Top floor, nice. Lobby, nice. And then you got the fourth split bomb site.
Also pretty nice.
Half the time pretty nice as well, but harder to play arguably. That means that SSG don't have to worry about the usual bomb site rotation of you win the first, you win the second, oof. And that means this comeback is so possible for them. Fantasy now off the entry with the gun, but on the entry of the shield on Blackbeard. Not against it, but he has to make that work still occur. Maybe more solo play because he can just walk in, face tank the angle instead of droning everything for himself first. Got the Dokkaebi as well. There's the call. Can push on in and take map control for free.
Oh, here we go. Ashen, for a second, I thought he might be gifted a freebie, but no. I think it was a Dokkaebi call that gave away his position. Cons is in the building. NIP taking from the top floor downwards.
Let's see what Boogie can do.
Yeah, it's going to be a full clear.
And they got the ram for the vert as well when they do get down. They're actually using some of the ram offside.
They are. That can be costly later on because only having 2 boogie drones for all of piano vert.
There's a lot of... Oh, what?
Oh, it's a backside take. It has to be.
I mean, yeah, at this point.
It is too big of a commitment otherwise.
And there's no backup. There's no sledge or buck for more vert. I mean, technically
soft
you got
on ace
charges.
maybe?
Yeah.
But still, I mean, you're gonna be kind of low on vert. I mean, there is a clash back here, but you don't care about the vert that much. You can walk past it.
Yeah, I mean, the clash is going to be the problem because if you're pushing from a rear take, right, you need the Blackbeard to be really having a big impact as you walk down those long hallways and start to aggress on Kitchen. If that clash is still alive, it's round over.
No more vert. It's been used everywhere at the minute. It's a little bit limited, but it's there in the back and the front. This could be a full take where you push the front side and the back side all at once. But that's where the 5v5 of the SSG is going to favor them. They have clash that can shut down a whole hallway by themselves. I'm not sure about this attack. It feels very last second because those 2 bar canisters, they're coming out and the hatch will not be opened up for a good while.
I have a very bad feeling about this for NIP.
15 seconds left.
Ashen in position. He's got the smoke. He needs to try and hold on for as long as he can. He will fall back. One gas still in pocket. He doesn't want to lose his life. And it's a rotation from Cons.
20 seconds. Flash goes out. Another toxic babe as well, stalling things further. There's the clash.
Yeah, this will need to be explosive from NIP. And with that clash, it's not going to be easy. Straight into the side, but Newers catches Hates before he can find anything. NIP, 1 by 1, funneling through these doorways, and 1 by 1 they will fall until none remain. Flawless for SSG. They're running it back, they are closing the gap, and they are chasing NIP.
This feels a bit more like Clubhouse now, the side swapper. NIP, half-baked attack, using utility, almost like it doesn't matter, it doesn't have a cost, but it does. Limited verticality means where you use it is the only place it's gonna go down. If you had a buck and a sledge, you have infinite possibilities, but committing those 2 boogie drones for the backside, which you never really saw at the end of the day, that's expensive. Not getting the hatch, that's gonna cost you. Not getting main breach, that's gonna cost you.
I mean, I really wish we'd seen them rotate the breach, but it is a tactical timeout for NIP. Let's see what Dan has to say.
Isso que a gente tem que fazer. Demorou? Então, olha só. Mano, se eles forem server agora, eu quero que a gente priorize a horizontal. Só que o que eu quero, mano? Mano, traz demos, traz, mano, Black Beat, mas, mano, vamos explodir rápido, tá ligado? Vamos deixar a gente execar lá, mano, na porra do piano, por exemplo, com 30 segundos, os caras com Kaid, com tubarão, entendeu? Não faz sentido, entendeu? Por exemplo, a gente não abriu o alçapão do Moringa ali, tá ligado?
Sim.
A gente não abriu o sapão do Moringa ali. Então como é que a gente quer progredir? Como é que a gente queria tirar aquele smoke ali, sendo que a gente faz o stepzinho de bangar lá?
Sim.
Demorou? Realmente. Então, mano, se eles forem server agora, quero que a gente faça horizontal, tá? E cuidado com uma subida, uma descida da amarela, tá ligado? Só cuidado com isso. E bora, caralho, bora.
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 Tá de boa. Vamos aí. So, if you were Dan, James, what would you have said there, huh? Are you gonna be hard on them or are you gonna be soft on them?
I don't know the players well enough. There are really some players you can't go hard on because they go back. We talked about, you know, the Kanto Raketti type player. You can't just like smack them down when they're losing. I mean, I think for NIP, the big thing is like, look, we know attacking is hard on this map. Let's not discredit the fact that it's really challenging to attack. Look, SSG only won 2 of them. True. Don't let it get in your head. All right, you're still winning. It's 5-4. You're 1 round in front. Like, don't worry too much about the fact that they've just won 2 defenses in a row. They were expected to win those defenses. The basement, that's hard. We made the wrong call, going for a server side take. Now we're going into the top floor. We have to decide, make the call early. Are we going to go admin? Are we going to go the other side? Let's make sure we get info on what operators they're picking so we can make an informed decision. Because if they're running Goyo, Smoke, and Tachanka...
You gotta speak faster. Like that, you don't have more time. That's 6 seconds. But I like what you're getting at, though. And I feel like if they cut you off, they would have gotten the message too. But you gotta either finish faster or start faster.
I now have an extra appreciation for the coaches. I mean, we have so long to talk about these games.
You need to really pick what you want to say.
You're right.
And if you even like mess up for like 2 seconds and lose your train of thought, oh, you're cooked.
Your point has been made, Nick. I feel like I was so savage, and I really like it. You just stared at me. He's like, "Time's up. Shut up."
But no, I honestly think you're right on it. Like, I also think it should be soft because NIP with the current roster, they're not the go-to every international tournament that they expect to win it, right?
No, it's their first international event in a year and a half.
And have they played Perfect Siege? Oh, hell no. Have they met their expectations? Probably not either. But going hard on them now is not going to make them believe in it more.
No, and we know Fantasy's got that energy when he starts fragging.
Exactly.
You want to feed into that. Give him the confidence to keep on playing that way. Just make some better decisions in the macro about the strategy. Because micro's all right for NIP. I feel like it's just the big picture stuff.
I heard him mention smoke at one point. I'm not sure that was like, if you see the smoke, don't push where he is because you can't. I'm not sure if that's the angle, right?
Like I was saying, I mean, it's only Tachanka here for the CEO Plantanal, so they very much could go for it. They don't have to burn a lot of util if they did.
And I mean, they got the round, you know, victory last time around. They got the distance.
True, yeah.
Got to the bomb site. Falls almost clutched it, but still.
Ooh.
Starts off on the wrong side, though. Pino goes down first on Capital, and now General can play this soda machine position. Who's shooting Newers? On the door behind him, I see.
Oh, Newers is 13 and 6, by the way. I missed that completely. J9-0. He snuck behind. They had absolutely no idea! It's the whiff of the century from J9-0! Oh, you unlucky man that we were watching that.
The corner.
Come on, hide.
Stick the corner.
There's no way that you're going to survive this if you keep on peeking with that tiny little pistol. Get out of there while you can, son. It's been embarrassing enough already.
Swing and a miss. Here comes the push. Taking that sort of machine. Nate comes out as well. General thankfully moved away to top spiral instead. But there's a nasty crossfire. Only 35 seconds left. You got to smoke and you have to push.
Oh, the smoke fell through the holes.
Oh, no.
And so they have to push dry, and J9-0 redeems himself. A double spray and falls to close it. The distance has been made. SSG have marched their way back 3 in a row. And we are tied at 5 rounds apiece.
Right after the attack timeout as well for NIP. And like I said before, it's not gonna get a whole lot easier because, yeah, you lost downstairs, you lost upstairs, so now they're gonna go lobby a split, and that's also difficult. And to make matters even worse, almost every single site revolves around the same areas. Taking top visa, taking meeting and CEO, that's the key to most of the sites. We see Ashen saying Saga in in-game chat, and we saw Nero's also say, stop picking, I think he said, keep picking those shields, you're really good at them. And I feel like if you were to like really simplify this BO3, I would say NIP playing shields and it goes against their success has been a big problem for them. On Clubhouse, not a single round did the shields work out. And so far here, one time it did. The first attacking round on top floor, that was the Black Beetle to great effect. But other than that, I'm not feeling the shields.
Yeah. I actually have a translation of the NIP tactical timeout, courtesy of Maria.
Okay.
She's texted it to us. She said that Dan was telling NIP they were jumping over a lot of steps, which is kind of what we talked about on that basement attack. And she said that the game is on them. They just need to keep focus on doing each step individually if they want to progress. Don't jump those steps ahead. And use the example of the hatch not being open, which I thought was mostly due to the tuberal.
Yeah, low on time.
And being low on time.
They could have gotten it, but there was no time left,
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting that it's that specific. Like, he's going into the really nitpicky stuff.
I think he's gonna, if you're a visual learner, right, give them an example they can think about. Like, for example, missing that was crucial. Because you can say, like, okay, there's an obvious thing we can miss in every attack, and we can't miss those. If you look at the previous round...
I mean, it was the fact that you kept letting Janino in and out of that.
Exactly, like the fact that they never cleared it the first time, and he swings, injures the Twitch, and gets out, that was the big mess-up, I would say, previously. And it's a small detail, and it's a small mess-up, but it has a massive consequence. Contis is in the building with Blitz right now. Everybody else is on the repels.
Love that.
And again, step by step, as I said before, you gotta do the same things in most attacks. Take an admin, take an CEO, take a meeting. This is just like attacking top floor in that previous round, but you got more map to work with. And to worry about those C4s below if there are any. There's just Ashen on the Warden, who is playing top floor. No pulse, no trickery, but there is an IQ, just double check it. So they're respecting the possibility of faults.
Yeah. I mean, a happy accident is maybe the IQ will spot the Vigil at some point.
Yeah? So that's like the 4th Boss G recently. Like, we're seeing more and more of that.
A lot of Boss G these days, yeah. People are loving it, despite the nerfs. NIP have been pretty slow, though. I mean, we've talked about they need to go step by step, but if you're not ticking those boxes, you need to expedite the process or have a simpler plan.
This is the problem, right? If you're going a little bit too fast and therefore skipping corners, well, if you're not playing perfect, you're going to play slower naturally. When you play slow against SSG, they will use the time against you because, like we said, they're disciplined. They're not swinging and taking silly gunfights. Look where they are.
Dude.
They are so far back on the map. They're not even near NIP.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't taken the correct half of the top floor. They haven't taken the correct half of the ground floor, and I'm pretty sure there's still a bit of garage presence as well. So in they go. Cons has to start making some moves, but those dread mines from the Fenrir make things very challenging. Not a single drone remains for NIP, by the way. They have no information, and they're just going to go for broke on the bomb site.
They're only taking half of top floor and straight to the bomb site. That means Vert can work against them. Hates finds one, though. Ashen is down.
Good pick. And they've also forced Newers back. I mean, not a great operator to be trying to contest against the Blitz. And 2 picks for Hates on the bomb side. The gates are open, and the flood begins. NIP have 3 kills, and the plan is going down. Janino has to sneak back in, but he's taken out. It's Benja against the world, up above, caught out by the air jab, and far too late to deny that plant. It should be a lockdown post-plant here for the Brazilians.
Oh, yeah.
Benja making his way back, but there's just no hope. I mean, like, they can sit all the way back and deny this when he gets on it. This is, yeah, so rehearsed, so tense. Benja is caught by Fantasy. Map point for the Ninjas on the verge of sending us the distance.
I gotta say, very impressive and decisive round for NIP. From the outside, it looked kind of over because there was no decisiveness in what they're gonna do, but they were just, again, working for that perfect setup. It was in top floor, air jab, leave one guy top for the flank watch, sprint downstairs, straight into side. No hesitation. And I almost feel like the fact they had no drones just made them more aggressive because they couldn't even opt for it. They had to go in with their face, with their gun, and make it happen. So quick to switch it around.
Fantasy is absolutely magnetizing to heads today, and the energy from him, it's insane.
I feel like that's his strength. Like he feeds himself off his own energy, almost like Ashen.
Oh yeah.
Ashen tends to kind of troll half the games when he gets loud.
Yeah, he does a bit. I've not seen that from Fantasy. I mean, he's always been Mr. Consistent, right?
From memory, I would say. So, like, back in his last peak, if you want to say, like, that back when he was on the Furia roster and being, like, the guy, madly consistent.
When Furia was winning, he was fragging out. When they were losing, he was still positive. You know, he was still fragging out.
Speaking of the Kara skin that might happen one day.
Oh, sorry.
Down on... Oh.
Ashen, speaking of the devil, just spawn-peaked Fantasy.
That is a disrespectful round for SST.
Wow,
That's the ending special. Match point, down 5-6. Kavera pick, check. Spawn peak Eagle challenge, check.
That is insane. I only just noticed the Kavera pick. What the hell?
Yeah, he's been hiding in basement the entirety of prep phase. Got the shotgun now on yellow stairs. But there is a Dogebi on the board. There's BB as well. Two pretty big counter-ups, if you will.
Yeah. No, I respect the hell out of that from SSG, both of those things. So you were saying something about a skin?
Yeah, I mean, it's no big deal, really. It's just like, you know, if you want to think realism, because, like, Sieg's like a tactical game, right? Kavera's gadget makes her quieter when she moves.
Yes.
And if you take off the shoes, and maybe the socks too, you get quieter.
You want a dog's skin. You want a dog's out skin for Kavera. You want the dog's out for Cav. It
just makes sense.
Any operator got the dog. We actually have a dog's out skin for Grim.
I mean, we got the
like he's wearing like it's one of the collabs with one of the is it one of the fighting games? I don't remember what game.
Oh, is it the? I think I know what you mean.
Yeah, he's not wearing much. he's got like a little bandana on. Oh man. Anyway,
out goes the call, but I mean the damage is done. Hade's low on health. They lost the player early. Kavera, I think spotted by now, but. Where is she? You know, could be anyone running out of the building.
There's 3 of them inside of admin. Am I wrong?
There is 2, 3,
two
of them.
Yeah,
and one below as well. It's almost the reverse. You're attacking admin now, but from the defender's perspective.
Skopos and Ashen together. Nice one on the bench.
Second.
Yeah, very much aware that Ashen's in position. Oh, Ashen's about to get cornered and taken down. SSG were in the lead, but NIP have well and truly brought it back.
Okay. Again, decisiveness to take admin control, take the fight to SSG, get on the table for a safe spot. No, JK, get down again. No C4 on post, but there is one ungenerous bandit. Newer's Kavera could still... Oh, hold up.
No way. There's no way.
It's close, but there's a metal beam in the way. Sadly, Newer's is in the basement, though, in servers, so a flank not possible. Kavera gadget kind of nullified in this positioning game. But with a singular C4, going for a plant and out from below is kind of risky.
This should be a free kill. Geno's in a very awkward position. Out comes the nade, but he loses the fight. Good trade from Pino. This is where NIP could take us the distance to Lair.
No C4.
If Wizard and Pino can get this done, but there's a flank opportunity from Newers. He's snuck up on the Cav. It has been read by Wizard. He spots him, goes for the swing and finds it. Fultz needs to 1v2 and he's found the first. Diffuser planted. And the team captain from the Americans must take matters into his own hands. Can he stick this? Wizard is sending it below, goes back upstairs, Fultz fakes it, swings it, bites his time, but Wizard strikes back for NIP. SST might have taken the first bat, but NIP have given them a taste of their own medicine.
Dude, Fantasy left the chair in 0.2 seconds. Up, fist bumps, hands and cocks. Let's go next map, boys. I'm so ready. I'm so hyped up. They made that happen. It looked rough. Tag timeout. Dan enters the room and says, guys, step by step, don't cut corners. I believe in you.
First map win of the tournament. Check. 4 ninjas in pajamas. Can they find a second and stay alive? Let's find out on Lair.
NIP tied the series back up 1-1. We don't have to say goodbye to any of these two teams yet, as we'll need a decider to see which of these two teams will be leaving the tournament. Now, talking about NIP, because of their comeback, one thing that we see from them a lot is that they can be very slow on their attacks. I think that's the thing that hurt them on Clubhouse as well, was hurting them here on console a little bit too. And SSG played into that quite perfectly on their defenses. Absolutely, and that's why I was talking about Fultz being able to read into their opponent. How do you counter? You already know you're going against a very slow opponent, so this is where you then bring out the Tuberau, you bring out the Cade, you bring out the Clash, you bring out the Smokes, and you dwindle down that time. But that still simply wasn't enough to stop the attacks from NIP.
No, one of the biggest reasons for that was the way they were using that shield. We saw it from Cons. He was gaining space. He abused that as much as possible. I think that was a big thing to break apart the defense from SSG that was bringing the Tuberau, the Cade, the Smoke, while you bring the shields, and you can see that. You can see that improvement. If you look at the team profile here, the attack win rate is at 25%. Now, that's really low, but when they started this, it was at 20%. So the few attack rounds that they won in that map were the difference maker to bring them and save them from the direct elimination. And that's also, I think, on the back of someone else than Cons. Cons on the shields, yes, but Fantasy, once again, the player that steps up, the player that goes aggressively, the player that gets everyone hyped. He's the raw diamond that they've been refining. This is the stats from the second map. Already again, double digits, and already again involved in entries.
He was the catalyst in this moment. He was the reason why everyone at NIP could get behind him, find their footing, believe in themselves. And again, why we're now seeing them push it into a map 3 was solely due to the fact that not only was Fantasy performing in their first map where they were looking shaky, but they were able to do it here. And this was the round where I was talking about where SSG did use the Smokes, use the Clash, use the Tuberau, use the Cade to slow down the attack from NIP. But again, it just highlighted how well NIP quickly adjusted and used Cons on those shields off of Fantasy, playing extremely well.
Yeah, the shields are really annoying on the side of NIP, and I feel like SSG had some issues, I think, dealing with that here and there. Sorry?
It's been a big crutch. Like, Cons abuses his IGL style. He's all about the shields. He almost only plays that in attack, and NIP used it as much as possible in SAL, and that's probably what pushed them here in the major here in Munich. I'm thinking that's one of the things that you need to ban as soon as you start there. That's what you need to get rid of.
That is the question that I have, I guess. I mean, we talked about it in the green room. I thought that map 2 was a bit of a copy-paste of what we saw on the first map, with certain issues, I guess, arising again. How much of that will really linger into the third map, and how many shields will actually either be played or get banned? There's a lot of questions for us to still answer, and of course the main question is to answer who's staying in the tournament. Is that going to be NIP or SSG? We'll take a quick break and then we're back with the decider.
Keep an eye out for contact.
Available now.
One more map is needed between NIP and SSG for this decider here for survival in the competition. Now, a quick question. What do we want to see from both these teams, starting off with SSG for this final map?
I need to see them ban those shields, eliminate that comfortability from them, and then also controlling the tempo.
I think outside of NIP, they're going to start in defense. You want to go and abuse the same things I did on club and control it, mount up that lead, and then afterwards, I need to see that chaos, right? That aggression from Fantasy, the abuse of shields if it's open.
That predictability.
Otherwise, use the ying, use the sense, use things that are going to break away a turtle strat.
I mean, that was, I guess, the question that we had. The question remains to be, who survives in this competition? Is it going to be NIP or SSG? Well, Lair will give us that answer.
Yes, it will, and it's the answer that we've been waiting for, the question on everybody's lips. Who survives to fight another day here at the Munich Major? And it looks like you guys at home are picking the North Americans, despite fumbling things on consulates.
I'm not sure we can keep in track of numbers, but SSG started in the high 60s, low 70s. Then they were 65, now they're 59. Time by, map by map rather, they're getting lower and lower on the score.
I tell you what, Fantasy has been an utter pleasure to watch for NIP.
Character.
He started winning me over. He really has. I think, like, if it's a battle between Fantasy and Ashen, Ashen talks more smack, but Fantasy, I mean, he's got more energy, and he proves it in the server.
He does. And that's kind of been one of the big talking points for Ashen throughout his entire career in Tier 1 is he's so loud in the chat, but he's quiet on the scoreline.
I mean, he's had his moments.
He's had like an even game, no?
He went 8 and 8 in that last map.
That's what I figured.
Actually, Faults and Newer's got 13 kills each.
Yeah.
More than Fantasy did on that map. Funny that NIP won the map, but actually had a lot less kills than you would expect for a team that won 7-5.
Okay.
Let's dig into it. It is Lair, of course, the map that we've been waiting for to determine this series. The Ninjas, their first international event, their first major in a hell of a long time. SSG, I was having a look back in the history books, Nick. SSG have been at almost every international event, in fact, every single international event since Jönköping in Sweden in 2022. The last time they missed an international event was, ironically, Berlin, the other German major.
Nice.
It's been a long time that these guys have been through to the playoffs as well. They've qualified for all these events, but of course, first rounded, not a good way to end it.
We expect more, and so do they of themselves.
That we do.
And I very much believe it's possible, but NIP, they are slowly winning me over. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta say it. Although I will say, a bit of a divide here between us and the desk about the shield situation.
Yeah, the desk really wanted to lean into the fact that those shields were
problematic,
a hindrance for SSG, but we felt like
they were trolling.
Yeah, look, there was a good blitz round, if I recall correctly.
There was like an individual round here and there.
Yes,
but overall, not a fan.
Even what Ashen was saying, or what SSG was saying, they were saying, keep playing those shields, you're really good at them.
I think that was a Newer's liner, but yeah.
Yeah, oh, there you go. One of the other toxic players.
Whoa, toxic. Someone penalized this man. I like how up here just not giving into chat at all. They probably have them muted since the beginning and have no idea this is happening.
Probably. I mean, one thing I really love about the Brazilian teams and the Brazilian players is they have so much energy and they get it out verbally and physically. They don't waste their time in the all chat.
They really don't.
With the exception of JV92.
Well, JV's a special boy.
He's special in many ways. He holds a special place in my heart. Actually, we've, I guess I probably shouldn't say the matches for tomorrow because I'm not sure if they're
No, I don't think you should.
Stream. But we know some of the games that are going to be happening tomorrow. So I'm getting very excited. And of course, we'll be casting JV tomorrow. So I'm very excited. You guys will have to wait and see who they're playing against.
We've cast every Furia match.
I think we have. Yeah, lucky us. I love Furia.
It's been fun to watch their story because it hasn't been, oh, they're winning. It's been, oh, they're losing. Oh, wait, now they're kind of winning now.
Great storyline throughout this tournament so far. Can't wait to see them win it all.
Kind of cute. Okay.
Again.
They win their first game against CHE of the tournament, and now they're going to win the whole
Hey, they haven't won a major in 2 years, mate. Come on. It's about time.
It's about time. They must be hungry for it. Another Buck DMR in action. We saw one earlier today as well from Hertz, if I recall correctly, actually, on this very map. And he got 2 kills with that one. See if Benji can do the same. Very simplistic attack right now, but that's not a bad thing from Spacestation. Take ops room, breach the wall towards the bomb site, gets a bit of pressure. They got the Monty for plant, the sense to cover. But look at NIP's lineup. Tons of plant denials, C4, smoke, Tashanka fire. A default attack is not gonna cut it here, unless NIP they make a mistake.
Yeah, plant denial is gonna be the name of the game. So SSG have a shield of their own. They've rotated over to the other side of the map. What's Fultz going to be able to achieve? I mean, not much while the fire of Tashanka is keeping him at bay. I think they're going to need some explosivity from over on Bathroom. You need some pressure on R6 room to prevent that Tashanka.
Because that the bug beneath can start finding something, but no, as I say that, he's dead. Fantasy, he ends some rounds and he starts a lot of them as well.
He is that guy.
He is that guy right now, and I think if you can make a simple strat, just counter Fantasy, take him out, you might just win the round. But SSG, that's plan A done. They lost the verticality. Demos spam, can't play that operator. No one saw me stuck in this corner. That should be a freebie.
What?
It doesn't go off?
He hit on the... I think it landed on the wall.
They clipped the corner?
It didn't... Yeah,
oh
yeah,
my
technically
God.
It's on the... That's so frustrating for Newers because that would have been a guaranteed kill onto that player tucked in the corner. It is Cons, I believe. And yeah, he's going to swing it on out. That is a calamitous way to go down for Newers. SSG, they just lose Benja early and then nothing happens. Another rotate now from Fultz as he tries to get aggressive, but the Tashanka is owning this bomb site for NIP. A second for Cons, about to be a third if Fultz is confident enough to peek it, but I don't think he is. J9O's on the ground. And eventually Fultz will go down. Flawless start to Lair for the Ninjas.
Frustrating way to start off that third map for SSG, but they got a strong mental. We know that. They can keep it cool, calm, and collected, but they gotta really stop their game. Fantasy is too lethal in the server right now at forcing the plays. And NIP is simple defense, but I gotta say, Tashanka can be pretty strong, no?
Yeah.
Well, that fire, man.
I know you've been at Tashanka Sim for a very long time, but that map in particular...
I mean, that Selma, though, oh, heartbreaking. I thought there's no mute being played, like, what's happening? But it just clicked the wall.
Yeah.
I will say, Benji was already... Benji was already dead earlier, so I'm not sure we're mad all that much, but it's these small things that SSG are missing the mark on. And small things can make or break these rounds. We see it time and time again.
Sorry,
do you remember? No, I was just thinking. Sorry. Do you remember when Ace first came out and he, you know, how now you throw a Selma and it was 3 explosions.
I was actually thinking about this the other day because I was thinking about the buffs that we're getting
next season,
which they haven't talked about, right? They haven't said what they are.
You can say it.
Have they? Have they said what they are?
Do not say it. Do not say it.
You almost got me fired there for a second.
Hey, it was my bad if it happened. Okay.
You're like, no, you can say it.
No. Okay. The change are not public. No, you cannot talk about it.
Well, anyway, I was thinking about, you know, what the things they might be doing.
Okay.
And
might be doing, allegedly. They're not actually doing this.
I don't know what I was going to say. And I was thinking about, like, Ace is so good, and he's already been nerfed significantly.
Yeah, like years ago. Yeah.
One of those operators that got nerfed in, like, so much before he even came out. I think it's hilarious when operators get nerfed before they actually release. The one that always, like, my Roman Empire of operator nerfs is Nomad.
Oh my God.
Remember when Nomad came out? She was not a flank watch operator. She was literally an entry fragger used to flush people out of cover because it would detonate mid-air when you shoot it at someone.
Just like Sophia's stunt with the knockback effect. It was crazy strong, actually. A whole different operator.
That was hilarious. Literally like the most funny thing that's ever happened.
Least balanced thing ever.
Least balanced thing ever. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Because there's no counterplay. It was
the Jaeger every round.
The fact that could have ever been an operator was just ludicrous.
One day I'll make a book, but I did bid it as an operator like in 2018 that will never be released because it did not fit Seed, but it was crazy as well.
You have to tell me after the show.
Okay, we'll see if I can do that. But SSG, slow and steady, trying to find their pace, and NIP, I gotta say this with respect, they're really holding on well. Nova on Clubhouse is swinging everything for no reason. Now they're swinging things with a reason.
What was that? I think, how did he get stunned? I think that might have just been the fire extinguisher detonating right next to him. That is perfect.
A little concussion there to add to the negative effect. And the player jump in, the bait is perfect for Hertz.
Yeah, this is not a very pretty situation for SSG. Ashen, surely he was favored in that fight, and yet the concussion loses it for him. Fultz desperately jumping in the window. This might be back one for Newers. Can't get enough damage.
One more bullet would have done it.
Hey, they have thrown everything they have at this NIP defense, and they have very little to show for it. Ben just got to go and recollect that diffuser. It died with Fultz cold on the ground. Cannot believe that Fantasy is still alive.
They're just running past the vert. He's also 1 HP now.
Disrespect.
Same guy of Newers who can't land that final crucial shot. 20 seconds, and SSG gotta come knocking because time is running out.
All right, here we go, Benja. This is the way that SSG win the round. It needs to be a Danish explosion. Apparently, Wizard is going to turn cloak and help out SSG a little bit, but Benja won't find any kills.
He just killed everybody. His teammate, the enemies.
Fantasy's like, dude, what's going on? Wizard's like, I'm busy. I kill everyone. I don't care what side they're on.
Well, I think they're counting how many games. 2, 3?
The only player that died on... Whatever. Let's listen to this timeout.
Benja, we're going to say cut out. We're going to say fuck the lurk below. We're going to prioritize more so the top pressure. Ban the... I think we do the Tachanka third here. Quite frankly, our master's going to be a fucking shit show to push. So to say fuck the mirror, go for that. Same thing for the fucking garage side right here. If we want to go garage side, get a shield in front of the face. If not, clear across the whole top floor and look in back towards like the gen side. You're looking for one of those two things on garage.
Heard.
You got that?
Yeah.
On the master side, Benja, when you're clearing across the top, they're going to ban one of the shields third. We can either pick up a fucking second shield, we can go long along with the trophy side split pressure, or the Tachanka ban, we can just do our base and look go on the site. Because rocket should be relatively easy to take again. And then Jack, let's prioritize the floors this time on master as well. Clear that shield they have on like the server side, so if we do want to do the fucking kill through, we can do it.
Alright, let's fucking go. Let's talk more. Let's just fuck these guys. Come on.
Okay, so again, very specific, very tactical, trying to get those 2-3 rounds over the line. One strand for each bomb side, talking about what they should be banning to Tachanka. Love that call from Carl because he's right. It's going to be a shit show if left open because they've been so effective with that operator. And then just small operator changes for SSG, like the floors, like getting a shield in front of them. And it makes sense. These inter-gun fights, they are raw. It's 50-50s, no follow-up, no crossfire, no util, no shields, and they need some of that magic to happen.
Reflecting a little bit back onto the operator Vito, knowing that we've now gone the distance to Lair, I'm looking at the stats, Nick. It doesn't look pretty for SSG.
Really?
Ever since Lair has come into the map pool, it has been Space Station's least favorite map. Last time they played it was in Boston at Six Invitational. They lost it to W7M.
February.
The last time they won this map was over a year ago in September last year, September 2024, against the Unwanted roster.
Okay.
So a domestic matchup,
Exactly,
not even an
international
game.
Oh, that is not good.
I mean, on the flip side, in the last 90, 180 days, NIP are nearly undefeated on this map. They lost it to Weibo 7-1.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was a really embarrassing game. Perhaps that's what SSG saw. They thought, oh, NIP suck at this map. But before that, I mean, NIP had beat Los, FaZe, ENX, 9Z, and Black Dragons.
They've been beating FaZe in like every map that we checked so far.
Dude, they're 7-1 FaZe.
They own FaZe apparently.
Yeah. I mean, it certainly doesn't bode well for SSG. The historical data tells us that this is a very NIP-favored battleground, and the first 2 rounds have told the same story. Now they've used their tactical timeout, there's no second tack you're going to get.
I quite like it being this early because they know that they got to get over the line on attack. Just get those 2, maybe 3 rounds, they'll be okay on the side swap, but it's about that mental boom before you get there, right? If you go down 0-3, 0-4, it's like, okay, guys, we're kind of choking now. Fultz, the captain, on the Monty now to help stabilize this round, get that shield in front of them, that can call the shots, and just move step by step. It's almost like SSG have to pull an NIP. Don't cut the corners. Step by step, communicate what we need, and don't make a blunder along the way. But it comes down to gunfights. We always say this, at the end of the day, Siege is an FPS game, and one-shot headshot is super lethal. Fantasy, one-shot headshot through the wall, perhaps even? Takes down Fultz. But he's the Munty.
Why are you vulnerable? Why is his head exposed? Did he aim down sights? I thought the Monty was the perfect ingredient to help SSG. It simplifies things. You just march on forward, you get the info. But no, I mean, now Benja is desperately trying to find one of these players in R6 room. He can't figure out where they are. J90 finally opens the equation for SSG, but it doesn't all add up just yet. There's a lot more to be done. as NIP continue to pull back their defense.
They got Ash on the flank in the hallway as well, waiting for the right moment. There's a bomb right in front of him to keep it as well, lock him at bay. Giano goes down, and NIP, they keep fighting. They're not falling back, James. They're fighting every single kill they can get.
It's a disaster for SSG. The tactical timeout gives them nothing.
Damn.
NIP 3 defenses in a row, each one just as convincing as the last. SSG have 2 kills so far in this map. 2 kills in the last 3 rounds. And now in the operator bans, Callout has a chance to talk again, but he was just staring at the wall.
They're expecting a shield ban against them, mind you, from that TO.
And that didn't happen. It was a Brava.
It was a Brava ban. Now this can mean, well, they're showing it. It usually means the Maestro. That's the most obvious pick because Brava is the counter operator.
Oh, this sucks for SSG.
And yeah, also it's a curveball. They've called their attack timeout as well. They banned the Brava. They might force the Maestro. This is just a big curveball that they haven't necessarily prepared for, and it's gonna give NIP a new win condition they have not shown us before. It's been aggression. It's been gunfights. It's been C-Force vertically. Now they're playing the Maestro. It's a whole different thing. It also means that if Fantasy is not successful at finding its opening pick, they can rely on utility now in a much greater fashion. And also, thinking about this further, if they were anticipating the Shanka ban, Maestro is like a huge plant denial operator.
Yeah.
Much more reliable than like just a single C4. You get 3 Evil Eyes.
We need more nades. We need more explosives. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. We saw the Sophia teased out. We've got Flores, and we don't even have the nades because you ditched the Blackbeard in favor of the Monty. This is not enough explosives.
I don't think so either.
I can't believe they haven't read this. Pick an Ash, for goodness sake.
Mirror window. They literally cannot deal with mirror windows besides the Selma charges.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Maybe if they're a little bit lucky to Flores drones not being watched, they can kill them with the Flores drones or the useful Evil Eyes, rather.
You could smoke the mirror window.
Yeah.
The smoke's not going to do anything against the Maestro. The Ying's not going to do anything against the Maestro.
You know what would have been really cold here for NIP? A bandit. Like, you hide the bandit, you just trick the exterior wall because they're bringing so little hard destruction, and Kite is banned, so you're not going to be expecting the wall denial, right?
I mean, they just used one of the 4 Roteros on a bulletproof camera. Meanwhile, you got 4 Evil Eyes.
3 Evil Eyes.
3
Evil Eyes. But yeah, it's I feel like kudos to NIP here. They are making so many different problems for SSG that they are forced to either spread themselves super thin, the jack of all trades, master of none, which is kind of what they're doing here, or they say, screw the Evil Eye, soft destruction, screw the planter, verticality, or the plant denial, verticality, but they need to bring a bit of everything, which means they're gonna be lacking a lot of stuff. I think he missed both of those Selmas, actually.
Yeah, that's not a deal from Cons. But he's still on that Azami. He can still continue fortifying his position.
Oh, here comes the
second Roteros, and again, it's just clearing this Kivas.
It's not getting anything.
No, not getting those Evil Eyes at all.
Oh, they might not know until now, actually, that there even is a Maestro. That's possible.
Guys, this is just like CJX 101. If you see a team ban Brava, they're probably leaning into Maestro.
Okay, okay. At this point for SSG, I feel like we just need to rely on getting a kill somewhere. And I mean, Fantasy, he's been a bit greedy, but in a good way for him. If you're waiting for it, nope.
Oh, no.
Nope, he's still good. That was with the Dokkaebi call. Good trade from Fultz, though, and it grace up that rocket stairs.
The only other win condition against that Maestro, the only other counter was the Dokkaebi. Now it's gone.
Oh, the timing!
The timing could not be worse for Fultz. Might be able to be traded, but being abused by 2 players, Hates confirms it. The Monty is dead. J9O desperately inside, but him and Newers
2v2.
both find kills and restabilize. It is a 2 versus 2, and it might just be winnable for SSG.
Smoke flashes, but Newers pushing a little bit too early before the smoke pops and gets shot down. J9O, he's found 2 kills so far, and he has to find 2 more.
A lot of bullets, but he needs to land these headshots, and he has no support. It's a low rate of fire weapon. The gas pushes him forward. He jumps up, waits for the peek. Oh. Good read on the Cons, but not the kill as of yet. Continues spraying, but Pino gives him a face full of buckshot. NIP, they're not slowing down. They're speeding up. SSG can take their tactical timeout. SSG can have more bans, but ninjas in pajamas are dominating them regardless.
it's so hard to be critical in a tactical timeout because you don't know the ins and outs of how this team operates. You don't know anything about their situation. But it feels like the aggression from Fantasy, the aggression from NIP keeps catching them off guard time and time again. Now, we didn't see the exact build-up for the Fantasy opening kill, but he's doing this every single round almost flawlessly. And on the tactical timeout, we're just talking about what operators to bring, strategy, what to do, and then NIP, they keep throwing curveballs. Go back to Consulate, right? Tactical timeout, call out, okay, this upcoming round, they're gonna go on this bomb site. Bring this operator, you go here, you go there. They go 4th bomb site split, and the whole thing doesn't matter for another 3 minutes. It just feels like SSG are expecting NIP to do a certain play, and NIP are showing us depth. They're showing us layers. And they're catching seemingly SSG by surprise on the 3rd map in a BO3.
Yeah. This is a completely different Ninjas to what we've seen throughout the whole
100%
tournament so far. I mean, keep in mind, their first 3 games, they got 7-3'd, 7-1'd, and then 7-3'd again. That was their first 3 maps of this tournament. Then they won 7-5 on Consulate. Now they're 4-0 up on Lair against SSG. And it's starting to give a bit of a grim look for these SSG guys. I mean, look, they've pretty much dominated domestically. First place in Stage 1 in the NAL, 2nd place in Stage 2. But you look at their international results recently, I mean, top 4 EWC, that's great, but it's EWC, it doesn't really, it's not part of the main circuit. And then Rio, they got 1st rounded. If they lose this today, they're getting 1st rounded. Again. 2 events in the same year getting 1st rounded, that is worse than has ever happened for SSG.
When this day started, I feel like a lot of people, myself included, was like, NIP, they just don't have what it takes right now. And I think the first round Clubhouse has shown us that, yeah, they're not really here, mentally perhaps. Yeah. But they really changed around between map number 1 to map 2 and now map 3. It's a different kind of beast in the server. SSG bring out the shield again, the Monty looking for Fantasy, they find him, they injure him. They've yet to confirm that kill until that very moment. There we go. They get the 5v4, they shut down the star player. This is the best shot at an attack and run victory for SSG so far.
Every single round up until now, NIP's found the opening kill. Every single round up until now so far, SSG have been second-guessing themselves. They've looked lost. They haven't had the ingredients to deal with the setups from NIP. For the first time, they are in the driver's seat, but they have to make good on it, otherwise they're going down 0-5. And Hate somehow has found Benja, who's been so quiet. 0-5 for the Dane in this game.
Yeah, he was good on Clubhouse, but that's a long time ago. I was about to say before that kill, this is a great spot for Spacestation. Walk down the staircase, take down the smoke, do the vert, and hit a plant spot. Now Hate has changed it around. He gets shepherded in, but stays alive. He's gonna be a flank later on. Because he stays up, you have to either get a flank zone on 2 different staircases or constantly worry about the flank. And Cons walks down, they're watching the window, he knows it.
Flash.
Come on. Gonna stick it 50-50 on the shotgun, gets one.
Way.
Oh my god.
He's tearing them apart! Fultz will trade it, but not before he takes a hell of a lot of damage. And I gotta say, credit to Pino with that Yokai drone. He is what enabled that play for Cons. And the 2 of them together have dismantled Space Station Gaming. NIP now on the road to making it a 5th round straight on Lair. And Pino is continuing to harass these SSG players. Wizard has ripped the head off of J90, and Fultz low on HP will desperately look for a Fran opportunity.
Reloading.
The diffuser not planted yet. Pino though, oh my god, it doesn't matter about those Yokai drones when Wizard is coming up from behind and Newers can't do anything about it. NIP 5-0 over SSG on Lair.
One of the highest value echo rounds I have seen in a damn long time. 7 or 8 individual Yokai stuns throughout it, and to make it even worse, Dokkaebi hacked the cameras incredibly early. They knew where every Yokai was. Here, 3 Yokai stuns went off, then 2 earlier, and 1 by Saturday the Planter. Every single area of the round, step 1, step 2, step 3, there's a Yokai disrupting SSG and giving permanent information for ninjas in pajamas. And that was Fantasy dead early. That's a 5v4. That was gonna be like the easiest round you've had so far.
We said it. That was literally the one round SSG had to win. They were meant to win. They had everything gifted to them. Opening kill, ground, they had the
Monty, like... all the tools. And again, I gotta really praise NIP here. Playing Echo, recognizing they're bringing Monty like every round right now, crushing it. Banning Brava, playing Major for the second round, having a backup for the Shanga ban. And also, we heard Colin say, normally we would ban the mirror, but we gotta get rid of the Tachanka because that's gonna suck. We just gotta deal with the mirror. Well, the mirror is also being played now.
The Tachanka was only relevant on that top floor.
Yeah,
like, let's be real.
It might have been one of those cases where, like, recency bias, like, we got really screwed over by this operator. You know, like in ranked, right? Ash gets a 4K, let's ban the Ash guys.
Yeah.
They play demos, let's ban the demos guys.
I mean, the problem is now, you talked about how the Brava got banned. It's left that Maestro in. That's not just useful on the top floor. I would say it's more useful on this middle bomb site now.
Definitely. This is the direct plan. You need intel on the attacking side.
Thermite, hard breach. Again, you said it. They're not bringing a lot of hard breach. Now it's being juggled by these impacts.
It's been impact tricked, attempted every round by NIP. Half the time it succeeds for them. A single Thermite, this is not possible. And I mean, sure, you can just throw another Selma, right? Right, Pingu, sure, but it's costing you a lot of utility. Why not play a Thermite who can play smoke grenades and hard destruction versus Ace, which is playing soft destruction, which you're not going to use, by the way, and 3 Selmas. It feels like, again, SSG is spread a little bit too thin across the board, and because they're thinking about 1,000 things, they're missing these small moments.
And my question, how are they going to counter these Evil Eyes? There's no plan.
There's no sense.
Without taking down these Evil Eyes. Like you said, no sense. They could have even brought a Thatcher, for goodness sake. There's 100 ways they could have dealt with this.
It feels like they have to go for kills, but looking at the lineup, you know, this is not a kill lineup. Flores, Nomad, Capital, Gridlock, and the Heartbreacher.
2 flank watch operators.
It's utility and flank watch. It's half clears. I feel like the operators speak one story, but strategically need a different one. So they... Oh, this is tricky, actually. Now that's an entrance.
Yeah.
I like that.
Entrance for Benja. This could help, though. Bit of hard breach, but Ashen's fallen elsewhere upstairs. Yeah, I guess he tried to sneak on, and I mean, he was found by
Must have been swung, right? Surely.
Yeah, I mean, playing too aggressive.
But how are they going to plan, James? Tell me how there are 3 guys by this breach and they're going to plan. They have top floor control, mirror window, Maestro camps on the bomb side, Warden for smoke grenades. I don't have any, by the way. I don't see how that is going to work. I don't see it.
It would take SSG to pull a rabbit out of a hat to win this round.
It would take them to unplug NIP's keyboard mice at this point. Like, they can't.
Well, Fultz has fallen. Fantasy is feeling great. And SSG are looking like they're on their last legs. Benja will fall. Him and Ashen both have not found a kill in this map. J9O desperately, again, just holding a flank watch position, but he's had to get a face full of Pino. New is up against the wall. Another flawless round for NIP. 6-0. Utter domination. SSG have evaporated from the server. One more round, and it's goodbye to their major.
There's a very clear point when I got worried for SSG, and it's about 4 rounds ago, because something very specific happened. Earlier we cast Furia, and we were talking about how Hurt looks like a guy who needs a hug and a bunch of kills in the server. And he started smiling at one point, and we both said, oh, it's over now for CG.
It's so over.
When the NIP were up 2-0, Pino smiled for the first time in this BO3. And I'm thinking to say, oh my god, it's happening. Pino is actually the instigator for these fights. He's swinging the hallways, going for kills, and he was a bit lackluster earlier on Clubhouse. He has found himself in this BO3 now. 6-0 is not the scoreline. I mean, okay, let's be super copium. It's Lair, defender-sided map, NIP, lucky team, SSG, unlucky team. That's why it's so one. No, NIP right now, they are showing this skill gap, this skill difference between them and SSG. And it's a big surprise because going into this one, NIP looked weaker, they have less experience, they're a newer roster, and SSG, like you mentioned, they don't get first shot almost ever, but it would make it 2 events in a year if they lose this, which is incredibly likely.
It's dismal. And it starts to bring in questions like, do we make more roster changes? We brought in Newers, right? That was meant to be a huge upgrade.
Who do you kick, who do you pick up? Like, it's such a hard conversation because this roster on paper is solid.
It is.
Unless you import a Brazilian, I don't know how you're going to make it that much better.
And the foundation behind this roster is so good as well. Like, we've talked so much about their regimented...
And it takes time to introduce that to a new player.
It does, right? And anyone who would join SSG, you have to be part of them. You have to be one of the boys to be on SSG, right?
That system
you have to fully embrace it. And these guys do that. You can't deny it. Newers is taking damage early somehow as well.
Through the window, I suppose. Or the Jordan maybe actually as well. There's a nasty ankle on it.
Can I just say that we have 6 kills in 6 rounds for the entirety of SS?
Consistency, baby.
6 kills in 6 rounds for the whole team.
That's intense. Like, that's...
Fantasy, Pino, and Wizard each individually have as many or more kills than the entire team.
And Collins and Hate's only 1 and 2 behind as well. Like, it's 1v5 in the scoreboard in that regard.
This is one of the most dominant maps of Siege I have seen in a very long time.
Let's see if they can do it. Side swap can be a hell of a thing. They got the clash. Operator bans real quick. Monty and Ace from Space Station. Double hard denier in NIP from the Bandit and the Kaid. It's nothing out of the norm. Again, I really like the Monty ban because it can be an issue to deal with, but now comes the Blackbeard instead. The problem really is Fantasy's been opening Kill Demon, but the other players, Wizard, Pino, they're all fired up in the kill department. Here comes the hard destruction. Blackbeard covers, Thermite breaches again. Great problem solving from NIP.
Yes, we like this a lot. And the clash is going to make things awkward, but
you know what's funny? Sorry.
Please.
SSG was so worried about the Shank and they banned it, but they don't play it themselves. Like, I just feel like if it's so good and so annoying, why not play it?
Great question.
Just a little small...
there's a lot of problems going on right now for SSG.
And I think that's the thing. What's the solution to all these problems? There's not one solution for all.
So their tactical timeout when they were 0-2 down, and they have not found a round since. The clash is what they're hinging this on to try and prevent against that push from the Blackbeard. Here comes the entry, though, inside of
Fantasy.
Bathroom. He's in a crossfire. He goes and puts the shot in his back. There's no way!
No!
What is going on? Just when SSG needed to lift off, the doors have fallen off the space station. The ninjas in pajamas have obliterated the Americans and stayed alive here at the Munich Major.
7-0 on the 3rd map. A convincing victory for Space Station on Clubhouse. A bit of a barn burner of Consulate and a complete blowout to close off the series. Unexpected, surprising. I don't know what happened, James.
And the team that is known for their energy, known for their gusto, have been outdone by Fantasy. His return here to the international stage with a new team in NIP. And man, it looks beautiful. After only winning 4 rounds coming into today, NIP have their first win under their belt and will break it all down after this.